I don't like that shit.
You don't.
Nobody wants
But,
to hear that.
but other people would like to hear it.
Nobody even wants to look at you.
Hi guys, welcome to episode 10
Yeah,
of the Obscure Moms podcast. I'm Karisa.
And I'm Josie. And today we have a semi-special guest.
Wow, already the insults. Very special. She meant to say
We
very
have
Special.
Foehammer,
whoop, whoop, whoop.
Jose.
That's me.
Which is
Hello.
Like the sword?
The sword. Whose sword though? You get extra
Gandalf.
points if you know whose sword it is. Ah, shut the fuck up. Damn.
Oh, I thought you were asking both of us.
I was not. I was asking her. I knew you would know.
It's Gandalf.
It is Gandalf's sword.
Anyways, he's my brother, everyone.
Unfortunately, she is my sister.
Wow, that's the rudest thing you guys have ever said to each other.
He
I don't
said
think
worse.
so.
Not. Well,
Anyways,
what's the topic today? What are we doing today?
Today we are talking about some scary stories, everyone.
Ooh.
So, thank you to those who sent in your stories.
Thanks, y'all.
Yeah.
Thanks, y'all.
Really We're excited to share.
Yeah, to share them.
Can I share some too?
Yes.
I have a couple, I think.
I don't know. I don't believe you, but
I don't know if they're scary. There's something.
They're scary.
Oh.
Yeah. So do you want to start with like a what the fuck happened to you this week? We can let him go first.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
how about one of you go first? Can I go in the middle so I can think of something?
How about no?
Make something up.
Okay,
You're the guest. Go.
Okay. What the fuck?
What the fuck was that?
What happened this week? What's today? Today's Friday. Huh?
It is.
Damn, what happened this week? My car broke down. Okay, so I'm dumb. For the record, I'm pretty dumb. So my car got broken into some months ago, and I have not fully repaired it to where it's 100%. So when they broke into it, they tried to steal it, and they broke the windshield wiper control. It's all floppy, and it's still
the rear,
all of it for the front and the rear. It's the same control.
Okay.
So they broke the switch and trying to get into that hole under the steering wheel section, and I haven't fixed it yet. So my back windshield wiper does this.
It wags its tail
all day. If I have, if the car's running, it's on. So one day I was like, I'm going to pull the fuse out of the fuse box specifically for the rear windshield wiper. And I couldn't pull it out. I took those pliers and I couldn't pull it out. So my dumbass had this great idea to get a piece of metal and try to pry it out. And when I did that, I went just a little too far in there and it zapped. And I burned out probably 10 fuses in the fuse box. Fortunately, my car was still running, so I was still able to go where I needed to go, which in retrospect, I shouldn't have done that. Because on the way to where I needed to go, which was Dollar Tree, I thought to myself, holy shit, I think if I turn off my car, I don't think it's going to turn back on. So lo and behold, when I got to Dollar Tree and I turned off the car, I was like, well, let me see if it's going to turn back on. So I turned it back on and there was nothing. I didn't have any power to my AC, no stereo worked, no mirrors, no headlights, no nothing because I burned a bunch of fuses.
Wait, did you say the car was on when you stuck something metal?
Yes, the car was on. So it stayed running because it was running off the battery.
Did your parents ever tell you not to stick a fork in a toaster?
I did. Okay, so a little side story. When I was a kid, I don't know how old I was. I might have been 7 or 8. I had like this little light bulb that I pulled off a toy. And the light bulb had 2 little wires coming out of it. And I thought in my little
ADHD brain.
Yeah, I was like, oh, if I stick this in a socket, it should just light up, right?
Oh my god.
Oh shit. and I just stuck it in the socket, in the ones that are parallel to each other, and went pop, and the thing just it was a tiny little bulb, it just exploded, and I was like, oh, that didn't work, right?
That makes a lot of
So
sense.
yeah,
So
so
stupid.
my car didn't turn back on. So fortunately, I had a friend that came to help me out, and
You have
we
friends?
I have one right now.
Dang.
One.
Me.
No.
Oh, that's rude.
No, I don't have just one friend, but he's, he was willing to help me out, and he came and we troubleshooted and stuff, and I took a half a mile walk to an AutoZone and a half a mile walk back from the AutoZone to change out a bunch of fuses, and so to make a long story even longer, I still wasn't able to fix it. Turns out the little tool that I needed to pull that fuse out in the first place was in the fucking car. It was in the fuse box that was in the engine bay. I just didn't look for it. So all of this would have been avoided if I would have just looked for that stupid tool and pulled that fuse out, and everything would have been fine.
And maybe if the car was not on, it wouldn't have exploded.
It's possible, but I don't know.
That was a lot of words to describe how stupid you are.
I'm not stupid.
God damn it.
I'm just not smart.
And
sometimes. I'm not. I'm no. But that was my what the fuck was that this week. My car is still broken down. I'm gonna go take a look at it this week. Tomorrow. So yeah, that was it. That was probably the
wow.
the highlight of my week.
Highlight.
Well, the low light. Low light. The low light of my week.
Yeah. And while that was going on, I was driving teenage girls around, losing my sanity for Thing 2's birthday. We were stimming in the car the entire time, screaming and yelling, and
I would have much rather have been in my situation than her situation.
Yeah, at least you were by yourself.
Oh, and I had to get it towed. I had to get the car towed here.
Wow.
Yeah. So
it's still just useless.
It's fuseless. Collecting dust at the moment.
Not gonna lie, I had a pretty good week.
What the fuck, man? No, you gotta make something up. That's the thing here. You gotta. I didn't make my story. My story is real. Hers is also real. Make something up.
I'm being real.
No, be real. Make it up.
No, I can't. I'm being real.
Really fake.
Wow.
Okay, so why was your week so great? Make us feel bad.
All right. So my baby got dropped off on Sunday, but got picked up on Wednesday because Mother's Day is on Sunday. So he's getting dropped off tomorrow.
Oh shit, Mother's Day's on Sunday?
Yeah. Happy Mother's Day. So you know what? It wasn't a bad week because I just enjoyed it with my baby for like 3-4 days, whatever.
You mean my nephew?
And my baby, and then I got to sleep in, guys.
Can I just a little side note? So I've watched all 10 episodes of you guys.
Oh, I was like, what?
9 episodes. So this is the 10th. So I watched all 9, and every time I watch one, because I know you guys personally, I've always want to yell at the screen to tell, this. I always want to interject, right? You always mention thing 1, thing 2. Yeah. Now I can interject, and I'm gonna interject as much as I can. I just want to let you guys know that right now. So you brought up your baby. I just want to say your baby is your twin, and you don't show his face on the interwebs, and that's good. And bravo to you. Thanks. But he is your twin, and it's crazy. I see him every time, and it's like
twinsies.
And I see you as a baby, and it's kind of blows my mind. It's like seeing thing 3 and thing 4, and I see her baby picture, and it's like, what the fuck? It is very odd how that works. And
the other day I went to go brush my teeth. I have like a little chair seat for him on the floor, and I went to go brush my teeth really quick, and I looked in the mirror, and I took a double take because I saw him.
You saw who? You?
My baby in my face.
Oh, right.
And I looked in the mirror, and I was like, what the?
Yeah.
Oh, and I just like, oh, he's my baby.
Yeah.
Because like, I guess he's my son. Like it's just I saw him.
Yeah.
It was just so crazy. Yeah.
He got the good genes. The Martinez genes are strong.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I cut in. I
You
interrupted.
did.
I'm sorry. I'm going to do that a bunch. So just know that now you're not going to
Okay.
edit it out. You're going to leave it in. Don't judge me.
What? Anyways, I had a good week. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
And
Wonderful.
then, to top it off, just before we hopped on, I had a few drinks with one of my
You had a
friends.
few drinks?
Hey,
Me too,
yes.
me too.
Oh, you guys, I found out my new favorite drink. I'm an
I was
adult.
going to say something very rude, but what is it?
A filthy martini.
What is-
Filthy or dirty?
I think it's dirty.
No, it's filthy with extra olive juice.
Yum.
Mm.
Wait, what is... Okay, so you used to bartend, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck is a martini?
It's gin. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I got it vodka.
Right, it was
Yeah, I
vodka.
think it's gin or vodka.
But what
Yeah.
is in it? What goes in it?
Vermouth.
I don't remember. I think it's olive juice. Yeah.
That's it?
So olive
okay.
juice, vodka or gin, and vermouth, and olives.
Okay. Because I thought like I would always just see them pour the alcohol and then just shake it,
Yeah.
Yeah. So how I ordered it
with
was
nothing else. Though.
That's gross.
I ordered a filthy martini with a little bit of vodka, a filthy vodka martini with a little bit of vermouth and extra olives. And it was delicious.
Yum.
It was delicious. Like my friend tasted it and she didn't like it because she doesn't like olives. But for us people,
Unfriend her right now.
no. But for us who love,
What is that?
Unfriend her immediately.
have you ever heard of a Gibson?
A
No.
Gibson? No.
It has pickled onions. I always wanted to.
Mm. White
Yeah.
onion?
Oh,
You want
yeah.
to
The
get
little white one. The
Oh,
little
the
white
round
one.
ones?
get turned.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
shit,
those are
those are
cocktail
good.
onions.
Those are
Yeah, I
good.
always wanted to taste that one. So
I wonder if they make your breath hot.
That'd
probably.
be worth it, I think.
But you know what, guys? I had two, and I got a little turned.
A little bit?
Yeah, because I had to
Sick
drive,
ass.
so I drink water and shit. But
You were driving?
no, I had to sober up. But
Oh, I thought I heard you say I had to drive.
yeah, I had to drive, so I had to sober up. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Be smart. Don't drink and drive,
yes,
kid.
people, don't
You're
drink
not.
and drive.
You hear
But it
that,
was.
everyone?
I'm an adult now, guys. I like martinis.
Ew. No
That's my
thanks. I'll
go-to
take a.
drink.
I'll take
You
a.
belong in Sex in the
My-
City then. Something.
I'll take a
My
Jameson.
second
Coke.
favorite drink.
Right now, because
now.
we know it's like that ADHD.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hyperfixation.
yes, exactly.
Okay, so you were saying about your week. That is that it?
It was
Did you
good.
finish?
That was
Yeah,
it. To
but-
top
Were you
it up,
just
I
telling
had
me
a
to
yummy
shut
drink.
up?
Did I tell you to shut up?
Yeah,
Kind of.
Oh,
it's fucking rude.
Chris is
Okay.
next.
Oh yeah, tell us.
Oh no, wait.
Oh no,
Or
did you already?
that was already.
I kind of did.
Okay, keep going.
I had my last day of work
Oh hell yeah!
today.
Well, at that job.
Shut
What?
the fuck up.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I have news too.
We're gonna keep that on the lowdown right now, please.
Hi.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I didn't say anything.
What else happened this week? Not much.
No.
I just
It was
burped
his
up olive
birthday.
juice.
Oh,
Did you say you burped up olive juice?
Yeah.
Yum. I don't understand people that don't like olives.
right. Is that painter's tape on?
It sure is.
There you go.
I think I also heard someone make a martini with pickle juice. That would be delicious.
Yum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to taste that one
Do it. Do it yourself.
right now. I will.
Right
Nice.
now
Oh,
on camera.
Let's get drunk.
my water. Later. Karisa, you're saying?
I wasn't saying anything.
She said her week was it was just the birthday weekend,
Which
And-
was exhausting, by the way.
yeah,
Teenage girls are
the worst.
the worst. And I hope you're watching this because you need to know what you put me through. So
She'll get her
was I a
No,
teenager?
no,
Bad or like annoying?
I mean, I know I was annoying.
no. You were tame. You were tame, and from what you showed us, like in the family, like in our eyes, you never were outwardly rambunctious like that. You were, and it because if you were, it was only at school, and you kept it to yourself. And I mean, you're dumb. You were dumb and annoying. Just
I just said I was.
a dumb and annoying teenager for sure. But you were never like stupid. Like you never did stupid shit. Like I don't recall that. If you did, it was never around me.
Stupid shit like what?
I don't know, like come home drunk or
Oh,
high. And if
no.
you did, it was never around me. I never saw it. Maybe
I never
once,
did.
actually. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Once.
I know I came home high one time or drunk. I don't remember, one of those two. And I think like dad, like I was right there at the Rosemead house. He like stopped me in the kitchen or something. I was gonna shit myself. I was so scared. I don't remember if I was drunk or high. I wasn't drunk,
You
but I was like
guys
very
came
buzzed.
home crunk all the time. I was little and opening
Who is you
doors
guys?
for you guys.
Who
You
is
and
you
our
guys?
siblings, our sisters.
No. Well,
Yeah.
then maybe I never came home
You would
drunk.
always knock on the door on the window at the
Yeah, yeah,
Rosemead
yeah.
house.
That I did because I didn't have the key, but I was never. And
Yeah.
maybe I came home drunk once or twice. I never, because then Dad, he smells everything.
Yeah.
Knows like a
That
blood.
one time, do you remember that one time at the Sousa house? I was like, I have tequila in my room, and you're like, pour some in my cup, and then I was like, all right. So I put it. You had like juice or something, so then I just like gave you some
I don't
tequila,
remember that.
and then you were like all up in Dad's face, just talking to him, and then he was just like, you can tell he was a
Way to
cop,
get
by the
caught.
way, and
It's part of the exhilaration, it's part of the.
Mhm.
he used to
Sometimes
be
you
a
gotta.
cop, so he knows,
I know.
and worked in a cantina, so
Yeah, so there's
you
no
know he
fooling
can
him.
smell it off of you.
Well, enough of that, I think,
Oh,
or not. We can keep going about my dad, and I don't care.
maybe on another episode.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm just a guest. This is your podcast.
Are you?
I
Sounds
think.
like sounds like you're telling me what to do right now.
I'll come back. I'll be here every time.
How about
I'll be third chair.
third chair?
Maybe the and Jose.
No, nobody even likes you.
Look, guys, comment below
That Nino's ugly.
if you like me. If you don't like me, fuck off.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Well, we're really actually here for scary stories,
Boo.
mainly from our listeners that aren't
That aren't us?
you.
Me?
Us.
Like the three of us.
I
You.
mean, we wouldn't really be considered listeners, would
Oh,
we?
let's see.
I mean,
I guess I am a listener, right?
I mean, we
or a
listen to each other.
I'm a show watcher.
right.
I watch the show.
Do you guys watch this or do you listen?
I watch it.
Yeah.
I watch it. I can't. I
know
don't
what?
like to listen to podcasts. I like to watch them.
You know,
Comment your notes down below.
Comment your notes.
Yeah.
How can they improve? Is that what you mean?
just stop entirely.
Replace Josie with Jose.
Wow.
Replace everybody.
Wow.
Delete your podcast.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Well, we did get some stories in.
Yes. Do you have a scary story, Nino?
ones?
Yeah, but I mean, we can talk about that a little bit later. Unless you want me to start with something.
Yeah, start with something.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's scary. I might have a couple that are kind of scary, but after watching your last podcast with Sam, right? That was her name? Sam, which was really great, by the way, guys. Good job on that.
Hey, Sam.
Yeah, hi Sam. You did great. You're great.
You great.
You great.
You is kind.
What? You was shut up. Where's
You
that
is
from?
smart.
That's from a movie, right?
Yeah.
Precious? Is it Precious?
No.
It is Precious,
don't-
isn't it?
No, it's
I think
not.
it is, but they do it in something else also.
Whatever. So I was thinking, that she was talking about you guys are talking about seeing stuff, ghosts and stuff like that. And this is one of those episodes where I was just like, blah, like I want to tell you guys.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like
So why didn't you comment?
because I work.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Because I was at work.
Go ahead.
Rude. So, the earliest. Okay, so going back to my childhood, to a wee little boy. I think maybe it was Head Start. I'm pretty sure I had an imaginary friend, and from the way that I described this friend to my mom, I don't think she was very much a friend. This is all pretty much like hearsay, I suppose, or it was passed down to me because I don't really remember any of it. But I remember like what she looked like, and what my mom told me about her, that she would tell me to hurt other kids. I don't remember her name. My mom apparently knows her name. She remembers her name, but she won't tell me her name. Of course, I wouldn't. I don't think I would want to know it either.
Right. It gives them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to open the door. And just for full disclosure, I'm not really a 100% believer in this kind of stuff. I think Chris has mentioned that even in the last one. I think last podcast. I don't know if I believe any of the stuff, even if after even after seeing the stuff that you're probably going to hear from me tonight. I'm still very much skeptical. But I had a imaginary friend, and in my mind I remember seeing like a witch's face, and she would always laugh at me, and she would want me to hurt kids, and I think I would always tell her, no, I don't want to do that. And I would always she would always like egg me on and try to push me to do like to hurt kids. So that's like my earliest memory of something not so much scary, but I guess, I mean, as a kid, it was, I mean, thinking back now, it is kind of scary to think about that happening to like any kid.
Yes.
Like, like not really fully understanding what's going on, and not really sure how to process the thing, and it's scary to think about. If I think about like thing 3, and
his experiences already,
right, he's had some experiences, but
what does she look like?
Honestly, she looks like, and it sounds, maybe, I mean, this was me as a kid, so I what I saw in my head was a witch with a green skin. The best way I can describe her was the Wicked Witch of Wicked Witch of the West from The Wizard of Oz. She looked like that, like green skin, black hair. She didn't wear a hat, black hair, big nose, and I think she even had the wart. And I just remember seeing her. She had what was that?
What was she wearing?
I don't know. I just saw her head. So I saw her head. Oh, also, when I would go to sleep at night, I would see her, but I wouldn't just see her face. I would see her like a smaller version of her face, and in a circle with other faces. But I never saw those faces. It was just her face that was stood out, and they would go in circles like this. And it was just her face that would stand out, and she would just laugh at me. She would just laugh at me, and this is me trying to go to sleep, and I would tell her, get out of here, go away, like, leave me alone. And that was pretty much the extent that's all that I really remember. There's probably more, and I'm sure there is. Our mom would have to tell me the rest, but I don't think she would ever tell me, and I don't think I really want to know. But
can I add to the story?
Sure. You know more? Whoa, this is new to me.
So when I heard about this story, right, I was a little girl.
Whoa.
When I heard about this story, right?
Wait, from her?
Obviously, from mom.
Shit.
I heard about the story. Obviously I never saw what you saw, but I dreamt about her too.
What?
Yeah. I had a dream.
Please don't tell me that she looked the same.
She looked older.
But she looked the same?
She had long
the way I described her?
Green hair, a big nose.
What the fuck?
Green hair?
She was
or green skin?
Green skin, black hair. And she was wearing a blue dress with like
I don't know that.
With blue flowers. That's what I saw. And she just seemed older, okay? And in my dream, I was trying to get close to her, but something in my dream wouldn't let me see her. So every time I would get close, I would like there's like a force field around her, so I would like get pushed, but I would land safely somewhere. So like at one point I remember like running towards her to see her or something, and then I would like get pushed and I would fly into like a pile of trash.
What was that
And
last thing?
then
What's the last thing you said?
I said I would go towards her to see her, and then I would hit this force field, and then I would land like in a pile of garbage or whatever, but like safely. And then I would go back, and then I would hit the force field, and then I would land somewhere else, but I would land safely. So something was protecting me from actually seeing her, and I think I do remember her like flying around or something, but that's very vague.
So does that scare you?
What the
The
fuck?
fact that that you saw this, whatever it is.
I'm scared right now.
Don't lie,
No,
Mr. Skeptic.
look. Okay, maybe scared is not the right word. Shocked?
Shook?
Like how is that possible? Like how what?
Well, what point did your mom tell you? Did your mom tell you and then you started having those experiences, or was it?
When she told me, I remember I was in elementary school, but then I didn't have the dreams till later. I think I was in middle school already. Yeah. So, and then I knew about the story because of what mom had told us.
Did you know about the story Excuse me. Did you know about the story before you had the dream, or after?
Yes. No.
Before. So the story came first, and then you saw.
Yes.
So maybe do you think it's maybe just like a subconscious thing? The idea was planted in your head, and
maybe, but it was in my dream she seemed older. She looked like she had aged.
Right.
That's one thing for sure. Like I knew
aged.
Like
she had
like
the hit.
in the dream, you know how when you when you dream something, you kind of just know, you have a knowing.
Right.
So I just knew she had aged. And there was something preventing me from seeing her fully. Like I saw her and I was trying to get close to her because I knew about the story, but something was preventing me from seeing her. So.
Well, what the fuck?
I feel weird without the armrest because I feel like I'm like.
Want to rest on that one?
It's kind of far, but sure.
Okay. Damn. What the fuck, dude? That's.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't. I mean, it's a little surprising, but also.
And let me also add, it wasn't just one dream; it was multiple dreams I had with her.
But it was the same.
It was the same. The same witchy girl, different dream, and in every dream I would try to see her, but I would get thrown somewhere.
Do you know what's weird? I don't know I don't remember what episode it was, but it was you were talking about the story when you had a sleepover at the church, and you had mentioned that the boys or someone upstairs saw something, or was it you that saw something?
The guys.
Okay, the guys. So okay, I don't know if I want to talk about this just yet. Huh?
I think I know what story you're talking about.
You probably do, but I'm going to say it. But I don't know if I should say it right now. But I don't know if you guys want to, get into the submitted stories or just keep going. It's up to you guys.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm not going to get into it just yet because I kind of have like a timeline in my head that I like to keep. So I'll just touch on the second thing that I remember. This one did scare the fuck out of me. When our oldest sister was working at the shoe store. Do you remember that? In West Covina? So one day we went to go pick her up. This is actually, I wanted to yell at you guys at the last episode because it kind of tied into something that you were saying, one of your experiences. But we were waiting for her to get out of work because we were picking her up. And I think we're in the van, in the caravan that we had, I think it was. And I don't remember, but
I was there.
It was me, mom, and dad. I think. Yeah. I don't think you were there because I was laying down in the back seat. At least this is what I remember. So I was laying down in the back seat, and my parents were in the front, and I'm like half asleep, and it's daytime. It's not nighttime, it's daytime. And I have my eyes closed, and I hear a voice call my name, but it's not my mom or my dad's voice, and it's not my first name, it's my middle name. And no one calls me by my middle name. No one has ever, maybe one person, who knows, calls me by my middle name.
Is it a female?
No,
voice?
it was a man's
A
voice.
man's voice?
100% a man voice. And it was like, Emmanuel, like fucking,
Oh God.
dude, it was like
Ooh.
fucking. And I had my eyes closed, and I heard the voice like it was my mom or my dad. Like it was clear as day.
Oh,
What?
sorry, I think I kind of remember where you're like, did you guys say my name?
Yeah.
And they're like, no.
Yes. So you were there. So
I think I
opened
was
my.
there.
So but I don't think I don't know if I told you this, but I told my mom and dad this, which I know you had a similar experience because you had told mom and dad, but I saw a face appear from like the back of the seat that was like, it was still the color of the seat, but it was like protruding, like it was kind of pushing itself out of the seat. Like
Were you on mushrooms?
I was so high. No. I was a kid. I don't know how old I was. Norma was a young adult. She was 18 or 19 or something like that. I was like
13.
No. Norma's 9 years older than me.
9 years older? Damn. Okay.
Or 6 years older. No, she's 6 years older.
So I wasn't right. I wasn't wrong.
You wasn't right? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know how old I was.
But
know. This face, and it was 100% like the face of the devil.
Oh.
It was like the pointy chin. He even had fucking horns. But he wasn't red. He was the color of the seat.
Or what?
He was the color of the seat. Whatever the seat was, I don't remember. And he kind of like popped his head out with this fucking smile that looked like devious as fuck. And he just went back into the seat. And I was like, what the fuck? And that's when I said, did you guys just call my name? And like, no. I was like, you didn't call me by my middle name? Like, no. What did you hear? And that's when my mom, she got scared. Like, what do you mean? What'd you hear? I was like, I heard someone call me by my middle name. And she's like, oh, and she freaked out. So they did the whole prayer thing. I remember going to church, and they took me to the front of the church, and at the, what are they called? Where they people
altar?
kneel in, the altar. That's right. I couldn't even remember. At the altar, and they like fucking, it was like 5 or 6 adults, and they're all having their hands on me, and they're all praying. I'm just like, I'm literally like, I'm kneeling down, like, what the fuck? Like, really thinking like, this is not necessary, guys. Maybe I was just half asleep. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened, but that was scary. That scared
the voice
me.
scared you more, or the seeing the face scared you more?
Oh man, I think it might have been
the voice.
I think it was the voice, yeah, because I knew with 100% certainty it wasn't mom or dad. There's no way, not even dad. Like, it was a man's voice, and I was like, that is not him.
Do you remember that one? I don't know if you remember, but when you worked early mornings and you happened to call dad, and you're like, oh, I'm calling because I almost got in a car accident.
I have a vague remembrance of that, and I remember, what I do remember is I kind of even see in my mind where it happened. I think it might have been on the 5 freeway going north, and it might have been like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning.
Because, yeah,
Or I think so. And then I remember like feeling I need to call my dad. Like there's never really like, I never really felt that. Usually I don't really feel that, like, oh, but I mean, I do feel like I need to call him, but not out of panic, not out of like, I remember the feeling. And when you brought this story up in one of the previous podcasts, and I remember having the feeling like, oh shit, I should call him right now.
And it was in that moment when I heard the voice, it literally said Nino.
Wait, what?
Okay, so I had heard a voice at the Rosemead house that said my name.
Your name or my name?
My name. Hold on. It said my name.
Yeah.
And it didn't say Josie, it said Tereli. Right? And so I freaked out. I went to my mom and dad and they started praying. They did the whole thing. And as they're praying, dad gets a phone call. And it was you. Oh, no, wait, sorry. Mom goes away to go with dad. And I'm freaking out. And I'm like, I don't want to be by myself. So I go with them. And then I hear the voice again. And it didn't say my name. It said Nino. And after it had said it, dad got the phone call.
What the fuck was that? Can you please insert that right there? Because what the fuck?
If y'all don't know, we call him Nino. Just
yeah, that's I don't know. I don't know why.
Nickname.
He has a nickname. I'm no one's Nino. Oh, that's not true. I'm Nino. You can beat that out. But I think I am. I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm Nino. But yeah, that's weird. I never knew that detail. That is nuts.
He's a believer.
I'm not. I don't know what the fuck to believe, y'all.
Maybe you will be at the end of this episode.
Comment down below what you're saying.
Comment down if Jose's gonna be a believer. Well,
that's
enough for me.
Let's get to one of these stories.
Yeah.
All right. So the story number 1 I received from my very good friend Swarlos, aka Carlos.
He didn't want to remain anonymous.
No.
Okay.
AKA the tropical
shaman.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So it's called What Did I Experience That Night? It happened on May 23rd, 2018 at 3 in the morning. I had just gotten home after a 3-day vacation from Vegas 2018, completely exhausted. All I could think about was collapsing into bed, finally getting some much needed rest. Night fell and eventually I drifted off to sleep. I remember lying on my stomach. It's how I always sleep, and my door always closed. The details matter. Sometime in the early hours, I was jolted awake by a strange buzzing sensation inside my body. My eyes were still closed, and I could feel it clearly. My whole body was vibrating. I opened my eyes, and just like that, the buzzing stopped. Oddly, I noticed I was now laying on my back. I thought, I must have rolled over in my sleep. I closed my eyes again, trying to dismiss the weird sensation and go back to sleep. But as soon as I did, the vibrations came back, stronger, more intense. I opened my eyes again, and once more everything went still. Confused and a little unsettled, I shut my eyes a third time, determined to ignore it. Then things got even stranger. The lower part of my back began to lift, slowly, gently, off of the bed. Still convincing myself it was just a bad dream, I kept my eyes closed and tried to stay calm. But the sensation didn't stop. Soon I could feel my entire body rising. I wasn't touching the bed anymore. I panicked. I opened my eyes. I wasn't floating above the bed. I was somehow sitting upright on my butt. Frustrated and a little freaked out, I laid back down, desperate to fall asleep again. But immediately the vibrating and levitating returned. This time I knew I was hovering, about 3 feet above my bed. There was no denying it now. I opened my eyes once again and found myself sitting up. This time I screamed, "Mom and Dad, help." Moments later, a tall masculine figure stepped into my room and said calmly, "What's wrong, son? Is everything okay?" Embarrassment hit me like a wave. I was 21 years old, crying out for my parents in the middle of the night. Yeah, I stammered. "I'm fine, sorry. I'll just go back to bed." But something was off. As a figure stood near my bed, I noticed he was wearing a fedora and a long trench coat. That's when I realized my dad doesn't wear anything like that. And more importantly, my dad only speaks Spanish.
Bruh. Fuck off.
Just then, I heard footsteps and the hallway light flickered on. My parents were running toward my room, shouting in Spanish, "Ya vamos, we're coming." I turned back sorry. I turned back toward the figure, but now only a shadowy silhouette stood at the foot of my bed. Then I looked toward the door closed. Somehow I could no longer see or hear my parents. I looked back toward the shadow. It was gone. The room fell dead silent. A second passed. Then the sound, deep, menacing growl circling my bed. It wasn't just a dog. It sounded like a hellbound or something worse, like a
Hellhound.
Cerberus. Hellhound, sorry. Or something worse, like a Cerberus. The snarling was close, aggressive, and ready to attack. Terrified, I suddenly jolted awake, truly awake this time, to find myself back on my stomach, exactly how I had fallen asleep.
Bro.
I sat up in disbelief. How could I have been levitating on my back if I had been face down the entire time? I still don't know what happened to me that night. All I know is it didn't feel like a dream. It felt real. And for a while, I truly believed I was being abducted, maybe even by the men in black. Yeah.
First of all, fuck that.
Yeah,
Fuck
no
that.
thank you.
Fuck this. I'm out of here.
Good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all. Thanks. Damn, Sorlos.
So
Yeah.
he Reagan is what he's saying.
You're bacon?
A little bit.
Sitting off his bed.
He the fourth kind did.
Oh gosh, we
That's
don't talk
that's
about
what
that
happened to him.
Well,
We don't
The
talk
fourth
about that
kind.
movie.
We don't talk about that movie. It's
yeah,
a
we
good
don't.
movie. I
We
love that
don't.
movie.
You
Dude.
love that movie?
It's great.
Have you ever been in bed and unable to like lift your neck or lift your head up or get yourself up?
Yeah.
Like stuck in a dream or stuck somehow where you can't move?
Yes.
Like I remember one specific time as a child having a dream that the house was on fire and I couldn't get myself up out of bed. I was stuck. My neck was like probably like 30 bowling balls heavy. I couldn't move.
Bowling
It was
balls.
the fucking scariest shit ever, but
American math.
I know.
30 bowling balls. Whatever, you get it.
Yeah,
It
what
was
the
heavy.
fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah. No,
No thanks.
But what made him think it was the Men in Black? Just because he had a hat on,
Well,
Well,
he was wearing
yeah.
a trench coat,
right?
and from my experiences, which I have none, this sounds like aliens.
But the movie, Will Smith, or
No, the fourth
it
kind.
sounds like
It
aliens.
sounds like the fourth kind. Like legit, he was like describing something that you would have seen in that movie. And we're not, obviously that's a movie, but it's based on supposedly based on true events. But yeah, I mean,
Well, they came out saying it wasn't true events.
it's all a hoax. It was a hoax. Is that what you're saying?
Just
It was,
like
No,
paranormal
it's just made
activity.
up. It was just made up.
what? What was the
The
alien
story.
abductions?
The stories
fourth-
in
the
that
story.
movie.
All of them?
All those
The fourth-
videos that were real.
No.
They were fake.
I'm sorry to tell you.
Oh, ruined everything for me. You guys, thanks. What
Yeah.
the fuck was that?
Still fuck that movie though.
I still like
Yeah.
the movie.
No thanks.
Yeah, maybe they, you know what? Here's the conspiracy.
Oh, they want us to think
They
it's-
want us to think that.
They're like, just kidding. Actually,
Yeah, just
It's
kidding,
not-
you guys. It's
not
not real. We don't want you to know the fucking truth. Of course, we're gonna tell you it's fake. Excuse me. Just
You're
to
not
throw us off the scent.
Wow.
Yeah, but they're coming out now saying that it is there is real experiences going on or real.
Always be skeptical. Always.
Well, of course, but
You know what is that? There's a there's a saying. There's like a term for it where they're conditioning us, the masses, right? Because we are part of the masses. They're conditioning us to believe or to be used to certain things. Aliens.
That's why they put it all in movies.
Aliens,
and-
World War, terrorist attacks, just shit like that, extreme stuff. They put all this stuff in the movies and TV shows and everything. They pump your algorithm full of bad shit or other stuff. So when something actually happens in the real world, they know that we're conditioned to either be okay with it or to expect it already and not be surprised, and or not to fight back because it's like, oh, okay, we knew this was gonna happen. I forgot there's a term for it. I don't remember the term, but there is a term for it. Comment down below if you know the term.
Oh, I heard that, right? They're conditioning us because allegedly they're gonna come out. I forgot if they're gonna come out with hologram, like an alien attack. It's called Project Bluebeam.
Yep.
Heard about
I've
that?
heard of
Yeah.
that, yeah.
So when it, or if it does happen, then we are like, oh, whatever. Or we'll probably think we are being attacked by aliens, but it's not real.
But what is the reason behind it? Like, what are they?
Control.
Yeah, but in what way?
Mind
Like,
control.
what do they have to gain for that distraction?
What she said.
No, but like, in how would they control us like that? How?
Fear.
Yeah, but okay, so, but what is there, like, what are they? Okay, so there's an attack, and then what's gonna happen? What's gonna come from it? What's the outcome? That's what I'm asking.
War.
Yeah.
War with who?
Civil war.
War. What is it good for?
Oh my god.
Kidding. Where's that reference from?
We all turn on each other and fucking
Rush Hour.
eat each other. And...
No, Seinfeld.
No.
Oh no,
Rush
War.
Hour also. The first Rush Hour. When they're riding in the car together.
No, when she's in the limo.
Yes, I know. And she makes a stupid line to that writer. I don't remember his name.
But that's what I was referencing. Anyways.
Whatever.
So?
What? So what? What?
So are we gonna eat each other? Is that why?
Oh,
Like
no. I mean, we can. We can start tonight.
They're gonna turn.
Ew.
No, not like that, you sicko.
They're gonna turn everybody on each other, and
no, because
we're our
look,
own
I
demise.
truly think, like, if there was something that would, an outside force, aliens or another country that comes and invades the U.S., I think that's gonna be probably one of the most unifying things for us as a civilization, as a country. I think everybody's gonna band together, say "fuck out of here," whoever the fuck you are, and get them the fuck out.
And you think that's what they're trying to prepare us for?
No.
Okay, I was like,
no, absolutely not.
I don't think so.
Absolutely not. It's some sort of war, some sort of like.
For the second part of Hands Across America.
It's for some sort of war. Like, I don't know. I'm not an expert in this stuff, so it's for them to have an excuse to go to war with somewhere or something, to just spend money and get rich. But enough of that, and back to the story.
Wow. Yeah.
Because
no, thank you.
So from what I took from the story is that he dreamt all of it.
Yeah.
Because at the end,
or he was.
But at the end, he ended up back on his stomach.
Right. So, have you ever
levitated?
Not levitated, but
never
astral projected.
Me?
Yes.
I think one time.
Have you heard of stories people astral projecting?
Maybe. I think I have one time that I can remember. Here. I think it was here in this house.
Oh, yeah. Remember?
Is that the one you were mentioning to me? Or no?
The one where you had no recollection how you got out here?
Oh, but that's not astral projecting. That's my actual physical body.
Yeah, well, you might have taken your body and...
Dude, that shit was weird. I forgot about that.
I remember you guys telling me that.
Whoa. No, but one time I'm pretty sure I did project astrally.
Not vomitly?
Vomitly?
Project.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice. But yeah, like, I'm pretty sure I did one time. I'm not 100% sure, like, but I remember feeling like sleep paralysis. I've had sleep paralysis probably 5 times in my life that I can remember.
That's it. Just kidding.
I think, because I like it. I don't know about you guys, but
okay.
It's
what?
Yeah, I don't, like, I know when it's happening. Like, so I'll touch on that in a little bit, but this time I remember feeling like sleep paralysis. I felt like I was sinking into the bed, and then I remember like I turned around all of a sudden, and I was watching myself sinking into the bed,
Hmm.
and that's all I remember. Like I didn't step out of the room. I just remember like feeling. I knew I was in bed asleep.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, something. Yeah, and I was laying there on my back, and I started to. I started the sleep paralysis started happening, and my whole body was just vibrating, and I started sinking into the bed. At least it felt like it. And then I remember it's like I blinked my eyes, and I was up,
Hmm.
and I turned around to see myself in the bed, but it was dark in there, so it was like I was seeing a silhouette of me. It was really weird, and that's all I really remember about that incident.
I remember one time I experienced sleep paralysis and I was on my side, and I remember I was drifting off to bed, and I remember I felt like I locked in like I locked in into the sleep paralysis,
Mm.
and I felt like somebody started pushing me in like really really fast,
Mm. Into the bed?
like no, like pushing the whole bed and pushing me like
Oh,
incredibly fast. And I was just laying there, but part of me knew like I'm in bed,
right.
but I'm being pushed. Like I feel the sensation, and then
Yeah.
I jolted and I woke up and I was in bed.
Mm.
That
Yeah,
that
I like it. Like I've never had an experience of sleep paralysis that I've been like, oh fuck that. Like
I
it's always
have.
like I was always very aware of it when it's
Now they're
happening.
like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck around and find out.
I
Bring it on,
know.
homies, bring it.
I
I
feel
found
like I've experienced so much sleep paralysis in my life that like every time, not every time, well, now that I'm older and have so much experience with it, like I know how to get out of it faster.
I like it's like bad dreams. When I have nightmares, I don't not like them. Like I enjoy them. It's like watching a scary movie.
No.
I enjoy them, even if they're really bad.
Are
Like
you
I'm
stupid?
glad when huh?
Are you stupid?
I don't know. Like I've never since I was a kid. Like I've never.
So hot in here all of a sudden. What the hell?
Well, we're bringing it. What do you guys? What do you say, Tali, usually? I don't invite. What do you say?
I don't claim any negative energy.
Yeah, what she said. Even though I'm the one bringing the negative energy,
You say
Right.
I don't claim the negative energy.
I don't claim that shit. But I don't mind. I don't mind it. I almost enjoy
Well, you're
it.
literally saying you don't mind it, so you're
Like
claiming it.
but it's like I enjoy it because I'm aware of it when it's happening. Like I've always been like very aware in my sleep, in my dreams. I know I'm dreaming. I knew you guys talked about this with Sam. I think a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and like I'm aware of it. I'm aware of my dreams. I'm aware in my dreams that I'm sleeping, and that it's just a dream. So when the sleep paralysis has happened, I'm aware that I'm just asleep, and so I like my body every time will vibrate the same way, and it's such a weird feeling, and I'm just like, yeah, there it is, and I just feel heavy, and like it's like
What the heck?
yeah, like for Fortress we have on our I don't know, it's not on the album, it's for our EP on that cover. Maybe you guys can insert it here. It's a sleep paralysis demon. No, don't insert it. Okay. It's like a sleep paralysis demon, and I've always heard stories about like you see like a figure over you, and I've never seen that.
The
Not
Hat
during.
Man.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that during sleep paralysis. I just have
Never met him
experienced.
before.
No one with the hat.
I have.
No one with the hat. No hats for me. Hatless people.
Carlos
only.
did.
Oh
I
yeah.
met him at
Apparently he's a
the
cholo.
Oh yeah, and
I met
this
him at
no, he's
the
not cholo.
grocery house.
Fedora's not
Oh
cholo.
yeah, fedora hat.
Fedora's not cholo.
Yeah.
No.
Like old school, no?
Pachuco.
No, those are not fedoras.
No, they're not fedoras. They're
Whatever.
more- Anyways,
Yeah.
Good story, Carlos.
Yeah.
that was
Good luck with that.
Good luck. That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Oh gosh.
Hope you cleanse your room after.
He does.
What did I
Shit.
just do? Okay. Well, we have another one.
Is
You
this
guys wanna
is this
hear
from
it?
Anonymous?
Yeah, we'll keep this one anonymous. Ready?
Mhm.
All right. When my youngest son was 1 or 2, we were living at my mom's old house. I was doing laundry in the laundry room, which you had to enter through the outside of the house in the backyard. So while I was out there, I was taking stuff out of the washer and putting it into the dryer, and I just saw someone walk by out of the corner of my eye. I looked up and vaguely saw someone walking into the backyard, and they had a blue and yellow Pendleton on. So I finished getting everything together and went to the house, and my husband at the time said, "I have to tell you something." He said, "I saw a ghost walk through the dining room area and the windows into the backyard, which is where I saw him crossing the backyard in front of the laundry room." I asked him what he was wearing, and he said that he was wearing a blue and yellow plaid jacket. After he told me this, my oldest son, who was probably around 6 or 7 at the time, started crying from his bed. So I walked to the back of the house to see why he was crying, and he wasn't in his room. He was in my room, facing the headboard on his knees, rubbing his stomach, saying that his tongue hurt. And I really couldn't wake him up from it. And then he finally just kind of lay down and went back to sleep. So now let's fast forward a couple of years. My youngest son was probably about 3 or 4 years old. We had moved out of my mom's house and into another house. So my youngest son was going to the restroom, and behind the toilet, there are mirrors. He was able to see in a couple of the bedrooms outside of the bathroom. He yelled out for me and said that someone had gone into his brother's room. So I asked him who it was, and he said it was a man. I went to look in the bedroom, and of course, no one was there. So I went back to my son and I said, "What did he look like?" And he said that he had a blue and yellow checker jacket. Coincidence, maybe, but I don't think so. After we moved out of that house, we had a friend of ours tell us that the mother of the son who owned the house had unalived herself in the garage at that house. Also, in the den of that house, if you would sit in a certain spot, water would drip on you. There was no sign of leaking or water damage. I don't know if it was anything related, but it just added to the creepiness of that house. We still have no clue who that man was.
Good.
No,
But
thank
again,
you.
with like the cholo vibes is just what I'm picking.
Yeah.
Like,
See, a Pendleton, for the record, is more cholo than the fedora.
well, I don't know, because I feel like whatever.
Well,
Blue and
Pendleton, like,
yellow though.
yeah, it's like, but I don't know about pachuco. I don't know, not pachuco. It'd be more, I guess, greaser. I guess more like a encyclopedia. I don't know,
Yeah. Well,
but yeah, doesn't matter. No, also no thanks.
so years
Oh.
apart, 2 of her kids
Saw the
seen
same
the
guy.
same man. So my instincts is like, okay, it's probably a
Family member.
family member who has passed following them because they were in a different place. They weren't at the same house. I don't know the relation from the mother that had unalived herself in that house with the dripping and the man. That just sounds like a high activity place that they were living.
I wonder.
What do you
Wonder who
wonder?
it was.
Yeah. I didn't catch that. She said that she moved
Mm-hmm.
houses and
Yeah.
then that thing followed.
Mm-hmm.
So then the house is not haunted, right? It was
Well, the house was haunted because she said that the water dripping thing.
but it couldn't be the thing doing the dripping. And then they moved and then it just went
Possibly.
with them.
Could have been,
Possibly. Possibly.
Either way, fuck all this.
yeah.
All of a sudden,
No
you're
thanks.
scared.
I'm not scared. It's just creepy. It's not. I'm not like scared of it.
Yeah. I just think
Oh,
Fuck them cats too.
fucking sound like chickens. Rubber chickens.
You know what they sound like? You know those hammers?
Yes,
When
that.
you go like this?
Oh,
And
yeah.
you're like, it sounds like that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't unhear it now.
So I know who you are. And I
Me?
know why you
Oh.
were crying. I'm gonna make fun of you next time I see you. Just so you know. You're probably not watching this, but
Who are you talking to?
Yeah.
The
Bleep
boys,
bleep it out.
Chris and Anthony.
They were crying.
Yeah, Chris was on his knees
Right.
on
That's
the
right.
at the headboard, and he was like saying his tongue hurt.
Make sure you bleep out all the names.
Of course, it's really annoying to bleep out names, by the way.
Well, too bad.
But whatever.
I love you, Chris.
He doesn't.
I do.
I love you, Beep.
I love you, Beep, so much.
Stop saying it.
No. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you.
No, can you just imagine walking into your room or the
No.
room and seeing your child doing that?
Oh,
I would lose my mind. I would throw him out the window.
yeah. Throw the whole child away.
I would throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Wow.
Like, you're broken. You gotta go. I'll make a new one.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
we
Huh?
Thing 3 has had some weird experiences that I'm like, okay. More recently,
Bye.
Shut
You're
up.
living with Yaya.
Shut
Get
up.
out.
She's gonna pray for him.
Crazy.
I don't know if we should touch on that at all. Just the weird shit or the experiences with children, because they're so sensitive to those energies, and their imaginations go crazy. So it's a bad mixture.
Right.
But
it is a very bad combination. Like, going back to what I had opened with.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
yeah.
You can't distinguish what's real from fake. You don't know yet.
Right.
Like, your mind you're not developed enough to know that the person you're seeing in your head is not an actual person. Like, if you see them, you hear them, well, they must exist.
Yeah.
Huh?
Right, yeah.
Fuck
or if
that.
you see them on, like, do you care if I share
I don't know what you're talking about.
what he's shared with us or with me?
Thing 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
You do?
I mean, no.
What?
I don't mind, I suppose.
Okay. Well, so around Christmas time was the first time that he had experienced this. I think it was around Christmas time. He told me that there was a lady in red, a red dress. She had dark brown hair, was trying to get into the neighbor's house and then try to get into our house. And he said to kill everybody.
Oh.
And
he said, or the lady said?
Well, he told me that's what she was trying to do. I don't know if he said, like, I'm coming in to kill you, but that's just what he interpreted.
Right.
He said, but the door was locked. She couldn't get in. So then she left. So fast forward to, I think this was this last time. This is like the third time. So the second time, he's like, I had another dream about her. She came back. She was trying to get in our house and she's trying to kill everybody. I'm like, okay, well, I had to explain, like, just when you have those things, you got to wake up and be thankful and remember that it was just a dream. That because he takes things so literally. He's like, no, but she was there and she was trying to get in and I'm not gonna be able to sleep and I'm not gonna be able to forget about it. So I tried my best to explain, just remember it's not real. You woke up and it wasn't there. And so the third time, he said that she was there again in the red dress. This time she was with a man outside. And they were trying to get in and he went to the front door to see who it was because they were knocking. And he didn't let them in. He went back to his bed. And then they continued to knock. And then
fuck that.
He came back. He said he came back and he was watching them through the window. He said I was hiding by the boxes, staring at them through the window where they couldn't see me. And they were just outside. And then they started dancing with each other. And I was like, okay, well, this time I said, were you scared of them this time? And he said, no. So it progressed from like being scared that she was going to come in and kill him or everybody to now he's not scared of her. So I don't know if I like that, to be honest. Like, I don't like the
the progression of
Yes.
him.
And now he's getting used to it.
Right.
And she's like pushing her way in, like,
Right.
I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything.
Right.
And that's exactly
One
what I
day
was.
he'll unlock the door.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to shoot a bitch. I mean, this is a dream, huh? Fuck. Can't
Yeah.
do nothing.
But what she's saying is he will unlock the door.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Then I said, then I'm gonna have to shoot a bitch, but I can't because it's his dream.
Right. But what if he gets up in real life and like unlocks the door?
I don't think he would do that.
No, I hope not.
But what if it's not the physical door he's opening?
Right.
Is what I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah. That's even worse.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
So-
saying.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. It's like I need to put bay leaves in his bed. We're going to be cleansing the house and setting up protections just because they're so innocent.
Did you say what the man looked like?
So
I remember you telling me, but I just don't remember.
he said he was younger. I showed him a picture of my grandpa. He said no. I showed him a picture of my dad around the age that he passed, or older, not super young. He said no. And I showed him the picture of my parents at their wedding, and he pointed to my dad and said that was what he looked like. Now, I don't know. He told me, and I don't know why he said this, but he's like, he was wearing circle glasses. And I was like, but he brought it up after the fact. And then later he was like, and she was wearing heart glasses. And then when I brought it up to him later that day to kind of, I wanted to pick his brain about it. He was like, oh, I was just kidding about the glasses. So
for either one of them?
Both of them, neither one of them were wearing glasses. So for me, if he'd, because I showed him a picture of an older version of my dad, and I showed him a younger picture, and he said no to one and yes to the other. Now I still don't know if it's accurate. Like, I don't know if it's him, but if it is, or if this woman is using this as a, hey, I know someone you know, I know someone's safe,
right?
You can trust me.
Or maybe because what I took out of it when you were describing it is that she was making herself seem harmless with the dancing,
right?
Not so much like, hey, I know this person that you may know, but look at me, I'm harmless. I'm just like, I'm a friendly person.
Yeah.
Dancing with your grandpa.
Yeah.
No thanks again.
So yeah. Anyway.
I don't claim any negative energy from this.
Neither does our house. Thank you.
I'm gonna piggyback off of that.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean like off of her claim.
Oh, really?
her claim. Her lack.
All right.
Look, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I'm very skeptical about all this stuff. I don't know if I believe. I
think when it comes to kids, though, they're a very telling sign, don't you think? Like, what do they have to gain to lie about something like that?
They don't. Well, because look, kids have imaginations. We all do, right, to a certain extent. But kids, their imaginations are fucking wild, right? They will think of the craziest shit. So it could just be like a simple explanation that his imagination is getting the best of him. It could just be that. Right. And us being adults, knowing that, knowing what we know and understanding the world better, we interpret it in the way that we want to, whatever makes sense to us with the information that we know. But it could just be as simple as a kid being a kid and imagining shit, and having crazy dreams. We all have crazy dreams. They don't necessarily have to mean anything. We could always put meaning to anything if we really wanted to. So, I mean, not to put I guess it's more the realist in me, right? It's like, there can always be like a logical explanation to things,
Yeah.
or like it's truly just coincidence.
Hmm.
There is such thing as coincidence. There is. And like I said, like us as adults, it's like we want things to mean things. We
Yeah.
want things to have meaning and purpose, which is why people gravitate to religion so much, because it gives their life purpose and meaning and gives them a reason to exist. And it's it doesn't have to be something morbid, not morbid, but what's the word I'm looking for here? I don't know. Like I said, it's the realist in me, because they say I'm not really a believer per se, but there's a bunch of examples. I mean, we're reading them right now. People go through shit. So I'm not trying to discredit people's experiences, but I feel,
It's the cat.
yeah, I feel like there's always a logical explanation, or at least there can be,
Hmm. Right.
But I think
Or maybe there's just more than meets the eye.
like a transformer or what?
Yeah.
More than meets the eye. Yeah, you're right. Like I said, I could be completely fucking wrong, and I can at some point
Because maybe, right, there's different timelines, and maybe we're on this timeline and we're just connecting with a different timeline, or something, like someone else is connected with a different timeline and they're just experiencing something creepy, and they see something or they dream something. We can't explain it because it's not in this timeline, nothing that we can prove physically.
So what you're saying right now is that we're all living different timelines?
Hmm.
Yeah. Who knows?
And different lives.
Yeah, I mean, they say that we are a main character. You're the main character in your timeline. I'm the main character in mine.
Does that I think about that often, and I don't know if people think about this stuff, or like are aware. I'm sure many people are, but I'm a big people watcher. Like I'll sit and I'll watch people. Like
Mhm.
when we go out to eat,
I do too.
I have to make sure to sit where I can see people. Not only because I like to watch people, but I also like to be aware of all my surroundings, just in case if anything popped off. But I'm a big people watcher, and I like sit there and I'll look at someone that looks like unsuspecting. Not maybe unsuspecting is the wrong word, but like an NPC type person.
Yeah.
And it's like they have a whole fucking universe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I spoke to one of those NPCs today at the restaurant.
Like blow your mind. Like you have a whole life.
Dude, I see people when I'm driving. I drive a lot, and I see people like drive in the car, and it's like they have they have a whole life. Like I have a whole life.
Right.
Like they're sitting in their houses right now, or asleep in bed right now, and that just does, like, it fucking blows my mind.
Yeah.
How there's billions of people on this planet, and everybody's experiencing different things, but also the same things in different ways. And it man, that shit, I don't like to think about it too much, because it's like it's beyond it's beyond my pay grade.
Yeah.
Like my brain just can't wrap.
Like it doesn't matter.
One time I watched this documentary on the Matrix, not the movie, but like if we're living in a Matrix, and it was like, these people that are not the main characters, these NPCs, what if their life is just revolves around doing the same thing over and over again, whether that be going to work, going to the doctors, going to the grocery store. They do the exact same thing, and then they go home and they stand in the tea stands until the morning.
Fucking gosh.
Oh my gosh, that freaking blew my mind. And every time I drive past houses, and mind you, I look inside houses.
The other day,
I don't know why, but I got the chills right now.
I look inside houses, and you never see anybody in them. The lights are on, but nobody's in there, and nobody's on the couch.
Can you fucking just spit it out?
No.
Nobody's on the couch. Nobody's doing anything. Like I rarely see anybody.
They're all too busy doing the tea stands in their restroom.
Yeah, like in their bedroom. Yeah,
they're charging. Yeah.
Yes. Like I remember I had to detach from that thought, because I was like losing my shit.
We were driving by houses in Arcadia, right? It was Arcadia?
Yes.
And I said the same thing. I said,
Or Pasadena.
what if these houses are just here?
Yeah.
There's literally no one living
Right,
here.
right.
Or
I have to think about
Man,
that. I mean,
doesn't matter.
I think about that often.
Why is it doesn't affect us.
It's beyond us.
Or at least to our knowledge, it doesn't affect us.
But believe it or not, like all those, let's say that theory is true. Let's say that there is truth to that to some extent, right? Let's say everything you said was true except for them going home and standing in the tea stands. But they go home and instead of standing in the tea stands, they go and they sit on their phone and scroll through TikTok or Instagram for hours upon hours upon hours.
Because they upgraded
Learning.
to the 2025 software.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just talking about being a zombie.
Oh.
I'm just talking about like they don't have purpose.
Mm.
Like their purpose.
There are people like that though.
Yeah, like their purpose is like if you think of an engine in a vehicle, like every piece of that engine has a purpose. If you take one out, the engine doesn't work. All these people are placed, like we live in a complex that has 80 units in it, and all these people are placed exactly where they need to be placed for the world to function the way that it functions, not necessarily to live a life of meaning or purpose, but just to bring I don't know, maybe just to
What?
the energy or something to bring like their I don't fucking know, to be honest. I'm just theorizing right now, because like there's gotta be many people out there that have zero purpose.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see a purpose to their life.
Well, that's what they're called NPCs, because
Right,
they're just
right.
they're,
And they
they're,
just don't
they don't have
they
one.
don't know they don't know that they don't know. And all they know is to wake up, go to work, come home, eat, go to sleep. Eat, scroll on TikTok for hours, go to sleep.
Do they actually eat though?
My gosh, I don't know.
Do they poop?
But just repeat the process, repeat it until the day they die. But even that serves a purpose to the grand scheme of things, right? To the system that we live in.
I think what you said, like the energy,
Right.
it keeps things fluid and
It keeps
moving.
it keeps the engine engineing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, if you've gotten this far, comment down if you're an NPC or not.
Shit.
I want to know.
Comment if we just woke you up and you're no longer an NPC.
You're in the Matrix.
And your life now has purpose.
You're
Fuck.
welcome.
But then you think.
But also, we're sorry.
But right, I know. It's like the line in the Matrix. What's his name? I can't remember his name. The bald guy in the first Matrix, where he wants to be reinserted back into the Matrix. Do you remember his name? It starts with the C.
Silas.
Silas?
Silas?
No. Whatever. It's close like that. But he's tired of living in the real world. He wants to be put back in, and he says, "Ignorance is bliss." Like, I'd rather just not know than be enveloped with the reality of the world that we live in.
Some people are okay with that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are okay with that. Like the vast majority of the population of the world is totally okay with being plugged into it.
I think it takes us back to that topic of them putting things in front of us to make us okay with it.
Right.
Because the Matrix, it was not real, but it very much, I believe, is real.
It can be, at least a version of that.
Yeah.
A version of
Obviously,
that.
it's dramatized in the movie, but the idea.
Right. The idea of it could 100% be true, accurate. So, Like I said earlier, fuck all that.
Yeah.
I'd
So-
rather be awake and suffer than be asleep my whole life.
Be it like this.
Oh no.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Next
Yes.
story.
Next
All right.
story.
Next story.
Oh, I
All
have
right.
I can read this one?
You're gonna read it?
Oh, it says my name. Oh no, it says Josie.
Haha.
Fucking
Loser.
FPP.
Sorry, oh
I
fuck.
can't read.
I'm dyslexic. I'm not wearing my glasses either.
Girl, me too.
Girl?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Go
All right.
ahead.
One time we did a paranormal investigation at the Queen Mary. It wasn't the haunted tour, but the actual paranormal investigation where they brought all of the gear, like a spirit box and other gear they used to communicate with the spirit on the ship. So we went to different areas of the ship, and you don't listen to the guy as what? Sorry. So we went to different areas of the ship, and you just listen to the guy as he was trying to communicate with spirits. Didn't really hear anything until we got to the pool area. When we got to the pool area, we were standing up above. There's like a balcony above the pool.
Mhm.
It goes all the way around, and you have to go down steps to get to the pool. So
Mhm.
apparently, there was a little girl who had drowned in that pool years ago when it was
Jackie.
used as a cruise liner. So the paranormal investigator was telling us about this little girl, and I was standing looking across the pool, leaning on the balcony wall. And I saw this little girl shadow running at the opposite end of the pool. It looked like a little kid running because you could just barely see their head over the top of the balcony wall. I knew my son had seen it because as soon as I saw it, he turned and looked at me. And then he asked me, "Did you see that?" And I said, "Yes, I did." But I didn't want to make a big deal about it because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't the only one who saw it. So figured it was basically probably the little girl. Then he took us down to the changing area, which looks like the dressing room at a clothing store. At this time, there were no curtains in these changing rooms. They were all open. The gentleman was sorry, my dyslexia is kicking in. The the gentleman that
Let me
was
take
doing
over.
the
I'm just kidding.
the gentleman that was doing the tour a little doll. What? Put a ball, a little doll,
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Never mind.
I think it's supposed to be like a comma, a ball, and a doll.
and a doll. Put a ball and a doll, and I think the other toy at the end of the changing area.
It's supposed to be
God.
scaring people.
What the heck?
Can we just restart the whole thing? I'm just kidding.
No, I've gotten this
No.
far.
Go ahead.
There were probably about 10 little changing rooms all along this hallway. Apparently, this area is a portal. He was talking about how sometimes people start feeling sick while they're in here. What? They're in there. Lightheaded, nauseous, stuff like that. So this man was trying to talk to the little girl that had drowned in the pool, and all of a sudden you hear a little girl say, "Hi," and that was it.
Fuck
Then
that.
I believed it. Yeah. Then I believed it was the ball that moved a little bit. Just
Reset your brain real quick.
Let me drink water. Let me finish this last two paragraphs. Sorry, guys. I. All right. Then I believed it was the ball that moved a little bit, just like she had pushed it or just kind of touched it. No one was around any of the toys. They were just sitting there by themselves. And then all of a sudden, I started feeling like I was going to pass out. I was nauseous. I had to squat because I couldn't stand up. I was starting to get really sweaty and just kind of lightheaded. I had my phone on the floor recording since the gentleman said that we could do that to see if we could capture anything. I almost told my son that I'm going to leave because I didn't feel well, but I just waited it out. I had FOMO. I started feeling better once we left the area. We finished the tour around 2:30 in the morning.
Damn, what time did it start? Did you say what time it started?
Mm-mm.
No.
You should have put that. What time it started? Okay, first
Well,
of all,
they
Tarly,
didn't.
first of all, Tarly, learn how to read.
Oh my
No.
gosh.
Second of all, no thanks. The Queen Mary is creepy. That pool area, I don't know if you guys have been there,
Mhm.
but that pool area is very creepy. They don't
It
let you
is.
in,
They
right?
don't. It's locked.
Did they let them in?
So the tours, you are able to get in there.
Fuck.
Yeah. And that little girl, her name is Jackie. I think the rumor, and many people see her. Many people see her there.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I have dyslexia and ADHD, and it's almost 1 in the morning.
That's
Oh.
scarier
Maybe
than the story.
Also, in your defense, no shame to whoever wrote this, but there was plenty of commas missing. Plenty of commas.
I don't know.
The ball, the doll, the ball.
That doesn't help. That doesn't help my dyslexia.
Right.
Am I seeing double words? No, there were double words.
There were some double words, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was still creepy nonetheless.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
As
thank
soon as
you.
I hear someone say hi, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
We talked
Who's we?
about this one already. I think when we went.
You and I? Oh yeah, that's right.
Going to we went to the Queen Mary together, and we were walking by the room B340. For those of you who did not hear this episode, or that episode where we talked about it, we were walking by that room, and there was a mom and her son there celebrating his birthday, like his 10th birthday or something. They asked us if we wanted to go inside and check out the room.
Did we knock on the door?
No, they were like coming out or standing in the doorway.
Right.
And right when we happened to walk by, and they're like, "Do you guys want to come in and look?" And I was, "Duh, like, of course we do." So we were standing. The bathroom's really fucking creepy. There's like writing on the walls of stories that have happened in that room.
Well, not writing on the wall. There's like placards. It's like little like plaques that tells you.
They're not plaques though. They were like they painted it on the wall or something.
There were not plaques. Are you sure? I'm almost certain. It doesn't matter. Details doesn't matter. Sorry.
The bathroom's creepy. The room's creepy. They have like a Ouija board and crystal ball.
They did? They had a Ouija board in there?
Yeah.
Those people brought it?
You were touching some of that stuff too.
Those
You know
people
who played
brought
the
it?
Ouija
No,
board in
they
that room?
They leave it in there. It's part of the room. So people
Dude.
can use it while they're there.
Fuck that.
But while we were in there, I was standing by myself while this guy was talking to the mom and the boy about probably the ship or whatever. I think you were sitting on the couch touching all the stuff at that time, talking to them. And I was standing by the closet, and I like walked into the closet to go look, and then I turned around and I was just standing there, and something whispered in my ear. It was a woman, and she just said, "Help."
No, thanks.
And like all the hair on my arm stood up, and I
Fell off? Oh.
I don't even remember if I told you.
No, you didn't. No, you told me after.
After we left the room, right? I didn't want to freak out the mom and her kid, even though I think they knew what they were in for. So that ship, well, there's other stuff too, like
no thanks.
Yeah.
Something about the engine room. Was something about the engine room?
There's an elevator, the propeller.
Dude, that propeller is fucking creepy.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
you know
my
how
goodness.
much trauma was caused by that propeller? How many deaths happened on that propeller?
That same one, the one they show?
Yeah.
Dude.
Why?
I can't even look into that water without freaking the fuck out.
Why what?
Because people would like fall to their demise and land on that shit.
Right. Like in Titanic.
Like in the Titanic? Oh.
Just like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like that. Did you know that the Queen Mary is bigger than the Titanic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's on the ship, there's like a models, and the Titanic is smaller than the Queen Mary, or was smaller.
Yes.
Blew my mind.
But did it blow your brain?
It blew my brains out.
So there was also like a guy got smashed by the elevator there. The engine room was super haunted. But then they had that ward where they would like where all the sick people would go, because that was it was a warship. They would and so anyone that was injured or got really sick, they would put them in this ward, and that area was very haunted as well. The whole
It was
ship
only
is fucking,
it was only used as a warship.
What do you mean a warship? There was
like
guns
to
on it?
transport. I think they used it to transport people during the, I forget which war it was. Don't make me look it up.
No, don't look it up. It is someone
Alright.
someone will and they can comment.
And then they're gonna
Yeah.
be like, you don't even know.
It
Name
doesn't
3
matter.
songs.
Name 3 songs of the Queen Mary now.
Yeah, the pool's haunted. That whole ship's haunted. Like I've walked the halls and I've had like every hair on my leg stand up.
It is a very surreal feeling when you're standing at the end of the hall and you just look down the hall. It looks endless, like you see in the movies, like when a hallway stretches out and it's just like,
Whoa.
what?
You do that and I disappear.
Oh, my bad.
You've disappeared a few times.
Apologies.
Yeah,
Oh,
I won't do it again.
because you
But-
move a little bit, Karisa, and then you disappear.
Either way, that ship is crazy.
it is crazy.
Crazy.
I'm not surprised. So definitely want to do some ghost hunting on there.
Don't bring it home.
Oh, I don't think they can leave.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't think any of them can leave there.
Well, I guess they're chilling in
I
a
think-
very nice ship.
I mean, they're probably sick of it, but so I actually looked up history of that room because multiple people have been like
Unalive.
murdered.
In that room?
Yes.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
like
That
very,
room,
very gruesomely.
that room used to be 2 rooms.
The simple
and-
fact, not to cut you off, I'm sorry, but the simple fact that they still allow people into that room,
Oh yeah, it's their moneymaker.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy.
So I've seen videos of people that go stay there, and I would like to do that.
Yeah,
so,
no.
Queen Mary, I'm coming for you.
Sponsored by.
Sponsor me. They get scratched up during the night.
You want to go do that?
Yeah,
Fuck out of here.
Why?
out of here. Why?
Why?
You're gonna go by yourself.
Why? There's plenty of who's coming with me. Sam's gonna come with me.
Sam?
Sam will come with me.
Sam can take my spot. Or I'll stay in a different room. Cause no thanks.
Not to go and like
You said you want to stay the night.
yes,
there.
but not go to sleep. Like purposely go there to stay up and like
You're gonna fall asleep.
maybe or am I? Let me. Whatever. It's fucking haunted, guys.
Next story, y'all.
Wow, that's fucking rude.
Enough about this Queen Mary.
All right. So have you guys heard about the Cecil Hotel?
Yeah, I
Yes.
heard. I don't want to say it right now because is this about the hotel?
It is.
Okay.
So I'll tell the story and then
Sure.
you can share what you know.
Well, what I was gonna say, all I have to say is that I know they made like a documentary about it,
They did.
and it kind of disproved things that it was fake. Something about a
What was
lady.
fake?
There's a lady in there, and because I seen a video of a lady that kind of like loses her mind in an elevator or something like that, and then she disappears.
Yes. And they
Right.
found
Yeah,
her
ends up
body.
in a water tank. In a water tank.
I heard that was fake.
No,
that
they
was
found her
real.
body.
People were turning on their sinks and there was like nasty, funky water
Yeah.
coming out of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it was decomposing body water.
Yeah.
Yummy. What do you think it tastes like?
Really.
That's the real scary part.
Anyway,
Someone
on.
drank it. Someone brushed their teeth with that water.
so this story comes from a actual ghost hunter who we'll be
Nice.
connecting with later on in the series.
Very nice.
So here we go. So I think the freakiest experience I've ever had was when I stayed at the Cecil Hotel when I was 17. We were in LA for an anime expo, and it was literally the cheapest place in downtown.
I wonder
Like
why.
broke teenager budget cheap. At the time, I had no idea about the hotel's backstory. I just figured all hotels in LA are probably haunted anyway, right?
Mhm.
Big mistake. It was the middle of July. They had no AC. We were roasting. I was supposed to stay there for 2 nights and then switch over to my friend's hotel down the street after that, which was way nicer. Now, there were 3 of us on the trip, but one of my friends was 21, so she dipped out that night to go party, and that left just the 2 of us in the room. So I did something dumb and I called out to the room, like, if this place is haunted, show yourself. I thought I was being funny and nothing happened at first. Then around 1 a.m., we were both trying to fall asleep and the phone rings. We answer it and no one's there.
Fuck that.
It rings again. We answer. Silence.
Nope.
It rings a third time.
It rings. They call. Oh no! It's someone's calling. Oh shit!
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry.
At that point, I'm thinking, okay, what the hell is going on? I called the front desk and I asked if someone was trying to reach our room, but they had no clue what I was talking about. And that made it worse because don't they have to transfer the calls? Right after that, we started hearing knocking. We checked the door and no one was there. It wasn't just once. The knocking went on all night. We were too scared to sleep. I remember my friend slept with a pen in her hand, like a weapon. I was so freaked out and the heat wasn't helping. I swear when there was no AC in the middle of the summer, you're scared out of your mind and your brain starts to play tricks on you. You
Fever
hallucinate.
dreams.
And here's the kicker. The bathrooms weren't inside the rooms. They were
Nope.
down the hall. So yeah, I ended up peeing in a trash can because I was too scared to go outside with all the knocking happening.
Good move.
The next morning, I was out of there first thing. Later on, I did my research and, and sat there like, wow, why the fuck did we stay there? All the other creepy things that happened, it all made sense learning the history, but back then I had no idea. Now, anytime I ghost hunt, I bring weapons. I still don't know if it was a ghost or just some crazy person, but we never saw anyone, just nonstop knocking, dead phone calls, and no answers from the front desk.
Okay, so this is obviously creepy as fuck.
Yes.
But so my logical brain, I have to say it. Do you think,
No.
since that hotel is known for that, don't you think the front desk, like the people who are all in on it,
I
like
don't think they give a shit that much.
you don't think so? Like it's part of their, let's say it's part of their job. Your job is to make people
Okay.
think this place is haunted, so people
So-
come.
No, because now they're not open anymore. They are literally, they redid that place to provide shelter for, I think, homeless people because it had such a bad rap, like a bad.
No one was going, or what?
No.
And even the homeless
Well,
people
they
don't
said
want it?
that people that were staying there were literally like hearing voices to fucking kill people, and
So
it wasn't good things.
I used to work in a hotel, multiple actually. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
No one's gonna purposely go out of their way to.
Yeah. They're
prank
probably like,
someone.
"Fuck this job. Like, I'm just here to fucking."
Yes,
check
nobody
people in and
cares.
out."
And I do have a story actually, a really creepy one that creeped me the fuck out. When I worked in a hotel, but go on. We'll finish this story.
I was just gonna say about because Richard Ramirez, we actually covered an episode with him
Oh,
in
yeah.
it, and he stayed there. And another, I guess, infamous murderer brewery. Another infamous murderer stayed there too, and it was just like it's a slum hotel.
Yeah.
Supposedly makes people go crazy. A lot of trauma happened in that place.
Would you stay there?
No.
But you what? Where's the logic?
Would you stay at the Queen Mary?
Yeah.
Yes.
But not at this one.
No. I
Well-
get a bad energy from this
Oh
one.
gosh.
What?
But people have been murdered at the Queen Mary.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck? Make it make sense.
Doesn't need to.
Yeah.
The energy, like I don't even need to go to that hotel to feel the energy that surrounds that place. It's negative, it's dark, and I don't feel that with the Queen Mary. I feel more like when it comes to the Queen Mary, I feel more like the souls or energy coming from that place is like lonesome, and they want
Of course they want
company.
You. Yeah.
But it's not like I'm gonna fucking make you murder your entire
Bloodline?
group. Whoever you came with, they're gonna die because we're gonna tell you to do that.
Neither of them sounds good. it's crazy to me that you would do one and not the other. What if
I
what
guarantee I'm not the only one.
What if Sam?
I
tells
would
you-
go to
what-
the Cecil
what-
Hotel. I
what if-
wouldn't stay there.
But what if Sam's like, we're gonna stay the night?
We can't.
No,
Sorry.
we're gonna break in.
We're gonna break in.
Yeah, you and Sam, we're gonna break in. We're gonna break in. We'll bring all of the equipment, and we're gonna spend the night. Yeah, we're not gonna sleep. We're gonna just explore. You're gonna tell me you would say no?
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I
It would make some really good content.
It would. Sam?
Make it happen.
Except there's a bunch of fucking homeless weirdos that live there now, so.
Just take pepper spray.
Right,
If
Daisy?
will that do anything if they're like on fucking meth?
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl?
It's fentanyl now.
What ifs? Anyway, that was my.
What?
Crazy.
Yeah.
One time when I worked in a hotel, I used to get there like super early before anybody else to sweep the stairwells. And one time
No
I
thanks.
was sweeping the stairwells and I went all the way to the top floor, which was 10 floors. Okay.
Did you say sweep the stairwells?
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck about the stairwells?
The hotel.
The hotel.
Are
Whatever.
these like the
I
emergency?
would chill. I would like do it and then I would sit. And then I would sweep and then I would sit. Anyways, so before I was sitting, I went all the way to the tippy top, 10th floor. Mind you, there's only that floor, and then above that is the roof. So I swept whatever, and then I went down to the 9th floor, and everyone's sleeping. It's like 7 in the morning, and I'm just sitting on the fucking stairwell on my phone, and all of a sudden I hear someone open the door, and I was like, that's weird.
Did you run?
And hold on. And then I hear the creepiest fucking sound. I'm gonna make it right now. It's so creepy. They go,
I was gonna do that.
I'm gonna throw up right now.
I fucking ran down the stairs so fast. I okay.
We're like, fuck no.
I walked down the stairs. I ran down the stairs so fast, and then the first door was the housekeeping elevator room. So I went in there, I closed it, and then I sat in front of the door so I could see if someone would pass by. And I saw a shadow because I heard the door. I heard someone come in. Okay, because the door closed after I came in. So I heard someone else come in. I saw the shadow. And I was waiting to hear the elevator or the other door across that hall or one of the doors, like someone in go into the room. There was nobody. And I opened the door and there was literally nobody.
What the fuck
don't know
was
why.
that?
I don't know why I visualized that as you were saying it. Like I felt like I was there.
I was so fucking scared.
I saw it somewhere. Like I was there or something.
Yeah, it was
No.
scary.
Yeah,
That
no.
place was for sure.
Which
Also,
one
there
was
was a lot
it?
of
Which one was this? The one on Haven?
off the 10 freeway. The big
Oh.
tall one.
The one off of Haven?
Should I just say it?
Was it the Ontario Airport Hotel?
Yeah.
Okay. Fun fact: I used to work at a pizza place. I used to deliver pizza there all the time.
Yeah. Don't stay there,
What?
people.
Oh, don't stay there. You know whose house? Your band member's old house.
My band member's old house.
Your bassist, his
Oh,
old house.
yeah. What about it?
I
Was
would see
haunted.
there
AF.
AF?
Yeah.
too.
never saw
I
anything.
swear I saw a family.
A what?
A family. Like a
It was
mom
a-
and dad and a little boy.
I don't remember what I saw but I know that there was very protective energy. That house he was like, get the fuck out of my house. Whenever we would be there. Like didn't like a bunch of company there.
If you guys want to see the house that we're talking about, go watch my band's music video. It's
You could see the family in the background.
It's the
Just kidding.
we recorded or filmed part of it in that house there. Just
Shameless plug.
shameless plug. Fortunes
But
of
what is
Imperium.
your video called?
It's for the song Elusive? It's elusive, right?
Yeah.
Elusive, Fortunes of Imperium, Instagram, MySpace, Farmers Only, Bumble, Grinder,
The fuck?
all the things.
OnlyFans or what?
OnlyFans. No,
trending-
it's called OnlyFoes. What?
Trending on Grinder.
Trending on Grinder. Ew. You know what Grinder is?
No.
It's like Tinder, but for the gay,
Gays.
for the gay people.
Well, you said you would be on there.
Oh, wow.
I said they would be on there.
Oh yeah.
Maybe only a couple of us.
So tell us another story.
Okay. Another story. Okay, so I mentioned it earlier about the one in the church. So the when you had the sleepover, the boys mentioned a figure that they saw, a man, and
They saw just like a black figure.
okay, so one day I used to play the drums. Well, I still play the drums, but I used to play the drums at the church, for the church. And after I turned 18, I stopped. But I had a key to the church, and I would go in there and I would practice as often as I wanted to. So this time, it was like maybe 10 o'clock at night. And I was like, I'm going to go play the drums. So I go and I have the keys. So I go and I turn off the alarm, and just to set the picture for you, the drums were on the stage, and in the very back, or would be what would be it's the back, right? Is where you have to go and turn off the alarm. You gotta go put the code in. So, also in the very back, there's this big cross. Lee had mentioned it before in the past in one of the previous podcasts. There's a big cross that was backlit, the big brown wooden cross, and it only had lights coming out the back, and that was the only light that I had on. There was maybe like exit lights on or whatever. I didn't turn on any of the lights from the church, so it was completely dark in there except for that backlit cross, which in retrospect was a bad idea because it was creepy as fuck. So I'm up there playing the drums, and I might have been there for maybe 10 to 15 minutes.
Hold on. But you weren't scared of the dark?
No, because the backlight, the cross was so backlit.
Jesus was with you.
Oh, I'll get out.
You
Don't
weren't
start.
scared.
Don't start.
Start.
Okay. Go on.
Don't start. Oh, I already started.
Don't. Just go on.
So this backlit cross was the only light in the church, and this church is pretty big. It fits maybe 500 people. And the
Isn't that
stage,
crazy?
yeah, it's very crazy. The stage was pretty big also. It was probably 50 feet wide, and I was on the right side of the stage, and to my right was the exit door, the door that I came in from. So I was playing the drums, I was just doing my thing, and I'm looking down, and I just look up, and in the very back there was like different sections of pews. I think they're called pews, right? The benches. 1, 2, 3, and then there was like a fourth row on the very far left. So in the row that was in the section that was in front of me, in the very back of it, behind the very last one, I just happened to look over there, and this figure of a man, he appeared out of the ground. He didn't walk around from a corner or something. He just came out like this.
Oh,
He just appeared. And he was like this. And it was so backlit. Like that light was so bright. I'm sure you remember. It was so bright that the light was coming like I could almost see his face and it was maybe 40 feet away, but I could almost see his face. I can see like the depths of his eyes, and I could see his the shape of his nose. I could see his cheeks. I could see his face, but I couldn't see his face. I could see, and he was just standing there like this, just watching me. And I start to shit my pants. almost quite literally, because I didn't know what to do. Should I stop? Should I stop playing? Should I just ignore him? I didn't know what the fuck to do. So I just kept playing. I figured, okay, he'll just go away. So I stopped playing at some point because he didn't go away. And this is within maybe like 20 seconds. It wasn't minutes, it was 20 seconds. But it felt like forever. So I stopped playing. And I don't know if I called out. I said, "Hey, who are you?" Maybe I did. I feel like a part of my brain thinks that I did, but I don't think so. I don't know. But I stopped, and it was complete silence, and this thing is just standing there staring at me, and getting the chill.
Sorry, I'm scared because I know this church,
Right?
and I've been there so many times.
Yeah. So I decide, all right, fuck this. I'm out of here. So before I stand up to go, this thing, it goes,
oh no,
back into the ground. And I said, like, this is it. This is my chance. So I flew out from behind the drum set, and I was going to run out the door, and I realized I have to put the alarm on.
Oh no.
And the pad
was over there.
Yeah.
5 feet behind where he was standing.
No. Sorry, sir. You're not getting locked tonight.
And so I was like, I have to. My parents will fucking murder me if I don't do it. So I didn't even run because I didn't want.
And then also, sorry to keep that in mind. If people are like, "Oh, why don't you turn on the lights?" The light switches were also in the back.
That's right. The light switches were next to next to the
same room.
In the same area as the alarm. So I didn't want to run because I didn't want to seem like I was scared of it. So I was walking very briskly. So I walked very briskly to the pad, put the code back, put the code in. As I was walking out down the same path, I felt something trying to grab my feet, like at the ankles.
No.
And it was almost all the way out the door. Like it was like, just imagine like something doing this. Like they were trying to grab me but couldn't. I was moving too fast. And I also I don't know if I saw it or I felt it, or it sounded like critters scurrying at my feet.
Like in The Mummy?
Yeah, like the scarabs, like that, but not that many. It sounded like pitter patter. It felt like almost like pitter patter. If you can hear that, can you hear that, Deli? Like this.
Oh yeah.
Like that pitter patter on the floor. Like I felt it, and I was out of there. I said, fuck this. And that was the last time I ever went in there at night. Huh?
You even locked the church?
I locked it. That was the last time I went in there to do that, because I said never again. So this was not the first time I saw this thing, or the last time. This entity, whatever it is, has been following me for a nice long time now. I don't know how long, but it's been a while. And I never really paid too much attention to it because I don't want to feed into it. But it's been confirmed to me by different people that I never mentioned this thing to them. People that are like more like they were more in tune and more in touch with things than I was, and they would bring them up. I remember one time specifically, I was taking a walk with a friend of mine. We were like at a park or something. We were just talking, and we're walking side by side, and we're talking about something. And then she stops me mid sentence, and she tells me, "Hey, I just want you to know that you have someone that's following you right now." And I said, and first thing was this person. That's the first thought that came to my head was this man. And I told her, describe him to me. and she described him exactly how I see him.
You
And I
still
said,
see him?
"What?" So I don't see him the way that I used to, but I see, like I could be sitting looking at it and I see like that, like something pass by, a shadow, an energy, something, and I turn, I'm like, oh, okay, it must be. I used to live in Ontario with some roommates,
There
and
too?
well, yeah, there too. Yeah, they would see him, like, dude, there's this guy, like this, you guys, this fucking things. I'm like, oh, that's my. He used to follow them. They would open cupboards and shit. Yeah. So yeah, I call him. Me, at least in the band, we call him the
No, don't say.
the follower.
Oh.
Because our album artwork is kind of loosely based on his idea, on it, whatever. He's been with me forever. And what my friend had told me, the one that I was taking a walk with, I told her, like, okay, what do you see? What do you feel? Like, that he's not malevolent. He doesn't want to hurt me. He wants to be part of me.
He's watching.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
It's like
he
feed
wants,
off your energy or what?
yeah, like pretty much, like he wants to be essentially inside of me. Like he wants to be part of. He wants me to let him in, but not in a bad way. Like he doesn't want to harm me. Like he loves me so much that he wants to essentially be with me. And I told her, "Do you know his name?"
Don't tell me. Don't say it.
I know. I don't know it.
Oh.
I said, "Do you know his name?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Don't tell me. I don't want to know it." And she said, "Just don't acknowledge him. If you see him, don't acknowledge him. Don't talk to him. Don't give him a way in. Even though he's hard, like he doesn't want to hurt you.
But if you don't want him there, don't."
But what she said is that he doesn't want to hurt you, but he doesn't understand that. So in his pursuit of you, he will hurt you, but he won't do it on purpose. I said, fuck that. So we don't speak of him until now, a little bit. I don't acknowledge him.
I had an experience with him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is that what you told me the other day?
Maybe. So
say it.
We lived in
Fuck this.
We lived in Pomona, and that house was active on its own for whatever reason. I don't know. The kids would see things and hear things there all the time.
It was probably him.
Oh yeah, thing two would be like, "There's someone in my room." She would wake up in the middle of the night, like fucking screaming and scaring the shit out of us. And I would have to like put her in thing one's room just to help her go back to sleep. But one night, I don't know if I was pregnant at the time.
I don't know.
You were out. You were at a show, and it was late. I was asleep in bed, and I feel Jose get home. He gets in bed like normal, and I just kind of like sunk in deeper to my sleep. And then my phone rang, and it was you.
Fuck that.
And you're like, "Oh, I just wanted to let you know I'm on my way home." And I looked next to me and I said, what do you mean?
Thank you.
What do you mean you're on your way home? I thought you were already here. You're not in the living room? And he said, "No, I'm just leaving right now. I'll be home soon." I was like, "No, you got into bed with me. I felt you there. You laid next to me and you were in bed with me." I just got chills on my arm.
Me too. No, thank you.
It was because of what you just said.
Yep.
He wants his life, not like, "I'm gonna take your life." He wants his life. He wants to experience everything in his life. He wasn't there to harm me. He wasn't there to do anything bad. He was just he got into bed with me. I'm literally covered in chills right now. And yeah, it was insane because I could swear up and down it was you that got into bed.
I'm not gonna say it was a similar situation, but I felt my cat jump on the bed, and
there was no
I
one
was
there.
it was sleeping. I felt her jump on the bed, and how she usually always does. And then when I looked, she wasn't there.
Yeah.
But that is freaking wild.
Yeah. So you feel the weight and you feel the warmth. It's just like when someone who's been sleeping next to you for so long, they get in the bed, you feel the weight, you know where the mattress falls. And I just like kind of sunk into a deeper sleep at that moment because I was like,
you knew he was there.
Yeah. No, don't have to worry. I know he's home. And then my phone rang and he was not home.
I'm gonna throw up.
So,
by the way, I have to be up for work in 3 hours.
It's 1:30 in the morning, y'all.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sleep. I think I'm gonna bust an all-nighter.
Because you're scared.
I'm not scared.
I'm scared.
I just call out. Fuck. Tempting. Very tempting.
Do it.
No.
Say I was up all late.
No thanks.
Stories.
Not telling stories. Gosh. Yeah. To go back to the everybody having their own life experiences. Crazy to think that like there's a bunch of people out there kind of like they all experience different sort of paranormal not paranormal would be the word, right? I don't know. Like, and then that kind of like in my mind makes me think like, all right, it's real, but I don't fucking know, man. I'm so skeptical. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to.
I think that's what it is.
I don't want to.
I think you do, but you're like, but I don't want to, so I'm just gonna ignore it.
Denial.
It's like if you don't.
Denial is a river in Egypt.
Shut up.
Your husband is dead.
If you don't feed into these things, they don't manifest more.
Right.
So I think that's your mentality of it.
I think to an extent, yeah. I think I don't want to and maybe not invite, but to encourage, even if it is just energies. I don't need that energy.
Like I got my own.
I got my own, like my mom, huh? Mom said, "Don't give me your attitude. Don't give me attitude. I have my own." Ay. Yeah, I don't know, man.
So when was the last time you had an experience with?
Like, just recently, maybe a day or two ago, I saw pass by.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try. I don't say it. I don't bring it up. I don't want to. If I told you every time, it would probably be once a week.
Yeah, there was a time when the broom in the kitchen just randomly like flew down, landed on the floor, and I was like, okay. Or the cupboard opening.
I'm so curious. Let me ask you a question. If I were to get like a reading, tarot or whatever the fuck kind of reading, is that something that could come up?
Probably.
It could probably come. Tarot, I feel like it might be more mediumship. I feel like this is personally what I feel. This energy or this thing could potentially be a figure of a family figure, a male from a long time ago that maybe wanted to be part of your life and wasn't able to. I don't know. That's just it feels very protective.
Well, I've never felt any sort
threat.
of never any threat, never any sort of malignant energy from it. Never anything like that. It was always just like there. Neutral. Yeah. Neutral is the word. Very neutral. Never wanting to, not even to people around me, but still cautious. Me being cautious. I don't want to encourage or leave the crack in the door,
Yeah.
so to speak. If it was just me by myself,
Yeah.
Me?
be like, huh?
Smee?
Smee? Who? Smee's me. If it was just me by myself with no, family, then I'd be like, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But we gotta protect the household and
The imaginations in the house.
imaginations in the house. Yeah. So bringing it back to thing 3, that the person that lady in the red dress was dancing with, that's what I see. I see that thing. That's what I see.
But he wasn't.
He said it was a younger man.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't give any of the detail, but in my head, that's what I see.
Mm.
I don't know if there's anything to that, but
Well, maybe. So they're like you were saying, tarot would possibly bring some answers, but I think a mediumship reading would be more.
Sam, I'm gonna.
I've been wanting to get a reading. Let's get readings together.
Well, if I do it, it won't be for the podcast. It'll be just for me, just by myself, and no one will know but me and that person. So sorry, guys.
Wow, that's boring.
What happened to the content?
I know, you're right. I don't want to. That's content at my expense, though. I don't want.
Well, then just edit what you don't want people to know.
I don't want any of it to be out.
Oh, whatever.
I don't know. I feel this to be a very personal thing. Like, I don't know.
Because then people can be feeding into it.
People could what?
Feed into it.
Right. Yeah. I don't need other people's energies directed my way in any way, shape, or form. That could be
We
bad.
rebuke your energies. Just kidding.
I don't claim any negative energy.
I'm gonna watch a happy movie after this.
See, that's funny to me because I've never experienced that when I watch a scary movie and I'm like, oh gosh, I can't sleep, or oh no, I can't. Like, I need to turn on the lights. Like, I've never been scared like that.
Not even as a kid.
I used to be scared of the dark when I was a kid, up until maybe like 3rd or 4th grade. I remember in 3rd grade vividly still, because I didn't have a room. Since I was the only boy, I always slept in the living room. And I didn't get a room until I was in high school, senior year in high school, I think. No.
Junior.
When did we move to Rosemead?
I went into the 5th grade. I was a 5th grader. You're 6 years older than me.
Yeah, so
11.
It was like my senior year.
11.
It was like my senior year is when we moved out there. So that's when I got my own room. I always slept in the living room. So I remember being like in 3rd or 4th grade and still having like the hallway light on because I was scared. But I don't remember when that went away. But what was the question? What was the question? There was a question about being scared.
Why are you gay?
I am not.
Yeah. I think that means it's time for the next story.
Oh, there's one more? It just says that.
Yeah.
Well, I was told a story today by our sister that when our sister Claudia,
Oh yeah.
that when she went to Italy.
Hold on, does she watch this? Does she watch the podcast?
No, but she will now. Just kidding. I think she does.
Bitch, watch the podcast, bro. What the fuck?
When she went to Italy, she experienced something she didn't want to tell my niece because she didn't want to freak her out. But that they were in the hotel room, and that all of a sudden, like, the energy shifted, and it just felt just like an evil, like just like a bad energy. And she just started saying, like, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, like in her head, and something she heard in her head told her to shut the fuck up.
Fuck that.
Yeah. So she was like, nope, and she kept repeating it, and then eventually she said it faded away and it left. And it felt normal again. Yeah, I mean, Italy's pretty old.
Yeah,
guys, has a lot of history.
Isn't it the catacombs are there? Is it the catacombs or is that
Paris,
France?
France.
That's right. You know what the catacombs are, right?
Oh my god, have you seen that movie?
Is it so above, so above,
as above, so below?
Oh, good movie. As above, so below.
Good movie, but so
very good.
Yeah,
Good movie. Yeah. Favorite scary movie? Go now. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, The Conjurings, probably.
No, one. Choose one.
I don't know.
Not
The
just The
Exorcist?
Conjuring. Exorcist, good.
Jeepers, creepers. Look at those peepers.
It's a good one.
It is a good one. Classic.
Mhm.
Classic. Don't ask me. I don't know.
What the fuck? No,
Oh.
you have to
What
answer
the
it.
hell?
One, two,
You have to
three,
answer.
Look.
Go.
Answer. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Go. Now.
The
1, 2, 3.
Three, two,
the
one.
exorcism,
3, 2, 1.
exorcism of Emily Rose.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
The one we were talking about the other day, the Deborah one.
Haskins.
That
That
one is
That
a
one's
good one.
fucking scary.
Good.
They're
Yeah.
creepy.
As Above, So Below is very
When
good
she-
too.
Yeah.
Hereditary. I know you guys were talking about Hereditary. last one.
Yeah. I don't know why that one didn't really.
It's not scary. It's good. I didn't think it was scary. It was definitely
Okay,
like
thank you. Because
yeah.
everyone I talked to is like, it fucking scared me. It's the
No, no,
scariest
no.
movie ever.
no. I thought if anything, I thought Midsummer,
Oh.
whatever. I thought that
Midsummer
one was
creepy
scarier.
too.
This is the same director.
Oh, he's
Which
weird.
was crazy
It's like-
too.
Yeah, that movie. I think that movie was so unsettling.
Yeah.
So unsettling, but it was so good. I gotta rewatch them.
The movie
Yeah.
Witch, that one scared me.
Oh,
Mm.
that's a good one.
Oh
I-
my
I
gosh,
cried
Witch is
myself to
so
sleep.
good.
No, what?
Witch is such a good movie. Please tell me, have you seen
I don't want
what's
to.
the one I love? I watch it like The Ritual.
Oh, yeah.
Oh hell no! I hate
Yeah.
that one.
Oh yeah, I have the fucking where is it?
Why'd you get all scared?
I don't know where it's at.
Oh, yeah.
You see it? It's
It's
right
like a frog
right
thing.
there. That
I
thing
don't wanna.
from The Ritual. His name is Modar.
Oh.
Modor.
She said, shh.
He's the son of Loki.
Mordor.
Not Mordor. Modar. Modor. Very good movie. I love that movie. But if anything, I think what did I say? The first movie did I say was scary? Oh, the Emily Rose one.
Mm-hmm, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like the that the priest was like a fake exorcist.
Mm-hmm.
It was all just a show until he found an actually
Yeah.
possessed person,
That was.
and he's like he had to like find Jesus like for reals. Such a good movie.
What was that one? Oh, you fell asleep. It
Of
was
course.
that new. Yeah.
Of course.
It was that newer Exorcist movie with the. We were watching. I'm gonna have to look it up because now I'm not.
Look it up. You have your phone right there, or do it on the computer.
Mm.
You ever seen those movies? The clips of the
Is it called The Pope?
Last Right?
Oh, with
That's right.
Russell Crowe.
No, the Last Right.
The Last Right?
That's right. Yeah, with Anthony Hopkins, right?
Mm.
R
I
I T
spelled that right.
R I
Wrong.
T E.
Did I spell that right? Spelled the wrong right.
That one. Is
Mm.
that Anthony Hopkins? Am I tripping out?
This
this one?
is not the one.
Are you thinking about with Anthony Hopkins? He's a pope or an exorcist? Put Anthony Hopkins exorcist movie.
It's not Anthony. I don't think it was Anthony.
Yeah,
Russell Crowe.
The Right?
the right. That one. That's a good movie. I know you can't see it. We'll put it. You guys can put it a picture of the cover. Good movie.
No.
He's
this
like
isn't the
he's like a
one.
nonchalant exorcist.
I don't think this is the one I was
No?
talking about. No.
It's good though.
It's gonna drive me crazy.
Mm.
The one with Russell
But
Crowe.
what I was saying was, you seen the old clips of people getting interviewed after watching The Exorcist,
No.
like when they first got released. You
Mm-mm.
never seen those clips?
No.
Oh my god, it's the worst movie I've ever seen. I had to leave. There were people throwing up. There were people fainting. Like, oh, I had to walk out. You ever seen those clips? I can't believe it. That movie, The Exorcism.
No, I don't think this was it either. But no, I've never seen those clips.
I can't believe it. It's
Right.
like from when the movie got
From-
released.
Oh, this is it. I think the Pope's Exorcist.
Oh yeah. Who's the main guy in that?
That's some.
I don't know why I'm looking at your screen.
That guy. What's his
Yeah, it's
name?
Russell Crowe.
Me.
I
Oh.
said that like 50 times.
He literally did.
Did you?
Yeah.
I guess I
Yeah.
was.
She said it from the beginning.
My bad.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's that one. That one's.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
You did fall asleep.
Not because it was boring, but because I
it was
fell
good.
asleep through everything.
It was good. But the Emily Rose one?
No, not Emily Rose.
No, I'm saying, but the Emily Rose one
Oh,
is
that one
good.
is good. I like that one so much.
Hmm.
Fucking A.
Okay, so that one, Emily Rose or Deborah Haskins?
Oh, I'll probably say Emily Rose.
The fucking standing on the counter and shit.
Yeah. But Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses, does that count as horror?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I would probably say Devil's Rejects then.
yeah. Those
Yeah.
are.
Did you hear that? That wasn't me.
Yeah, I love those movies.
Yeah, Devil's Rejects.
Oh,
Even though they're
what
not
about
really scary.
Would the Hills Have Eyes be considered a horror?
Yeah.
What about Eight-Legged Freaks?
That's a. I mean, if you're arachnophobic,
Yeah.
that's definitely a horror movie. It's more funny than anything.
Like a cringy.
What about, have you seen them? Do you like slasher flicks, Lily? I mean,
slasher
Josie?
flick?
Yeah, slasher flicks. Like Terrifier, Hatchet,
I've never seen them.
Like the gory ones.
like really gory, bloody
I've
ones.
seen gory, but I've never seen.
There's a movie called Hatchet. I think there's like 3 of them. So good. Like guy ripping people's heads off by like his bare hands, and it's really cool.
Karisa,
Mhm. They're good movies. I mean, the movies themselves are fucking.
Maybe if I was in
terrible.
my teenage years, because I'd be like, oh my gosh. But now I'm like, I have a
I'll
son.
only watch it during the day.
I don't watch any scary movies.
Wow. Well, I don't watch any either, just because I don't have time.
Right. But that brings me to the new Conjuring movie that's coming out.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Did you see that?
I saw you shared the trailer. I didn't watch the trailer. I tried to watch it, but I was at work.
So that one is based on a story we covered. It was the Warrens' last, their last exorcist or haunting, the Smurl haunting. It's based on that.
You guys heard it here first. Y'all.
When does it come out?
It's been around.
I think it said September
of this year.
Yes.
Sick.
I think. Let me check. I think it was September like 18th, maybe.
It's right there.
Yes, it is. September 5th, 2025.
Very nice. Is this the last one?
It is.
It is?
Yep.
Damn, that's sad.
Yeah, it is sad. But this is, I don't know. They made it, in the little interview they shared, they said it's going to be the scariest one.
That's what they always say.
I know.
Have you seen, you should, if you like really want to, there's this movie that was banned for a long time. Oh gosh. It was called Cannibal Holocaust. Have you seen it?
No.
It's terrible. Terribly good. It was like banned in a bunch of countries for a long time. It was so realistic. I think people even got like arrested because they thought the killings were real. It was crazy. Good movie. Very good movie. It was like, it just
gore.
It was like not to give away. I mean, there's not much of a plot, but it was people. They found like this this tribe of people that were like with like uncontacted from civilization. This is an old movie, maybe like in the 70s or 80s. And they found them and they fucking ate them.
Wait, what is it called?
Cannibal Holocaust.
Do they keep people hostage?
Can you pull it? Yeah, in like a wooden
cells.
Wooden cells.
I think I've seen that, and then they like cut a guy in half.
Yes, they sure did. That's the one. Yep, that's the one. Yeah, it's a good movie.
Cannot. What?
It's good. They're good movies. What is the movie that one? Shit.
There's that movie that
Antrim
curses people when they watch it. The deadliest film ever made.
A horror mockumentary, the movie portrays Antrim, a fictional 1979 film, as having a supposed curse that affects those who watch it, similar to the curse tape in Ringu. It also features a documentary-style narrative about the film's
Purported.
what the fuck does that mean? Purported release, and the altered print is allegedly has other films. Blah, 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 blah. Wait, other films
What?
often associated with curses include The
Stupid.
Exorcist, Poltergeist, and The Omen.
How do we get to scary movies?
Right. Yeah. This is off topic.
It doesn't matter.
No, I guess not.
It doesn't matter. It's the way of the
We're
conversation.
Officially, if you're still watching,
Oh shit! Yeah, look at that.
type in "shut the fuck up and go to bed." Call out tomorrow.
I think I might have to. I drive a garbage truck. I'm a garbage man.
It's gonna be 2 a.m.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
scared.
yeah.
Scared of what?
We should stay on until 3
Oh.
a.m, guys.
We should.
No.
Man, we should. We totally should.
We should.
I'll bust out the mini Ouija board.
I'll
What
download
the
a
hell?
spirit box.
Bye.
Bye.
I'll download a spirit box on my phone.
No. I'm gonna leave right now if you guys do that shit. It'll be the
we're
Chris
gonna,
and
we're gonna be
Jose
the next
podcast.
Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Yeah.
Bye.
You're gonna be our sidekick.
Me?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be our manager.
Yeah. I'll take the calls for you. I'll text you.
You're gonna be our guinea pig.
No. What the hell?
We're gonna try to possess you with stuff.
I don't claim any of that negative energy.
It's only 30 more minutes. Let's do it.
No,
What?
actually, it's not.
I gotta go to bed soon.
Look, it's only an hour and 10 minutes.
That's
You
an
don't
hour.
work. Ooh, I do.
But
for
my
today?
baby comes home tomorrow. I
Yeah.
gotta have energy for him.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You just need some caffeine.
No, don't get me started.
Don't get you started.
Well,
Well, this is your podcast, guys. I'm just here for the ride.
Well, tell us your favorite scary story that we told in the comments
Me?
down below.
Oh,
Not you.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I think
We-
my favorite scary one was. Can I recap real quick? Just
Yeah.
scroll up. I just want to see real quick.
sure.
Which one's I got a vacation? Carlos's was pretty good.
Mhm.
Or Swallows. The second one was
The
duck.
Pendleton guy.
The one that the Lee couldn't read.
No, that's the one I read.
Oh, this was-
that one was the Queen Mary one,
Right.
and then the Cecil Hotel.
Cecil was pretty good. I don't know, but I think Swallows took the.
So you're an alien enthusiast.
I do like aliens. I do like sci-fi.
Ugh.
I do like sci-fi movies.
Hmm.
Independence Day. The day the
What
earth stood
was-
still.
Did you have any?
Keanu?
What? Keanu.
I love Keanu.
I mean, no.
To end it with a banger or no?
I mean,
We covered everything.
I don't know. I think we. I don't-
Maybe we should just have you back on another time.
To be continued.
I'll be on whenever you need
Which
for
is never-
comedic relief, since you guys are fucking not funny.
Wow.
Literally.
You know
Yeah.
what? Next, I was gonna make a list for you to rank next time, but now I'm not going to.
No, let me rank
No, I'm not-
something.
Oh, do it right now. Do it right now.
Yeah.
All right.
There should be a new thing. Like anyone that comes on, we have to make them rank shit.
Okay.
I'm excited. Make it good.
Yeah. Make it something he's not gonna want to rank any of them.
What is that? What,
Mm,
what would that thing be?
you had to pick Bella or Alice.
Who the fuck is Alice? Oh, baby's asleep. I mean, awake.
Pause.
Pause.
Okay.
For the record, if you hear any odd suckling noises, we got
His
got-
butt cheeks.
my. I told you not to mention that. Damn, that was a personal thing. Beep that out. Just kidding. We got a thing for eating.
Yeah, he woke up.
Okay, let's continue.
All right.
What should I rank?
Some weird scenarios.
Okay.
Okay. But
So
you
explain
can't.
to me how this works again, real quick.
So I'm gonna give you a weird. So it's gonna be 5 weird scenarios.
Yeah.
But you can't know what the next one is. You have to rank
Okay.
them at a scale 1 through 5.
Okay.
5 being the worst. But you can't.
I
know
don't
what
like
the
this
next one
format because how the fuck am I supposed to know?
Exactly. That's the
is.
point.
I
That's the
see.
whole point.
Okay. Can I switch them around? Can I swap?
No.
That's
No.
dumb. But okay.
Oh, okay. The first one is you walk in on someone lovingly brushing a wig. Brushing. Sorry.
Blushing?
Brushing.
What?
Blushing.
Blushing.
You walk in on someone lovingly brushing a wig made entirely of belly button lint.
What the fuck?
How would you know that it's made of belly button lint?
Maybe they tell you right away. Like, just in case you're wondering, this is in fact my belly button lint.
And yours too.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I would put that at number for the sake of the game. I'm gonna put it at number 3.
Okay. Next one. A stranger at Costco opens a pack of raw chicken, smells it, and rubs some on their neck as cologne.
I'm glad I put that at 3 because that was number 4. Wait,
4.
wait. 1 is the worst, or 5 is the worst?
5.
Okay, so that goes 2.
Wait, what?
5 is the worst?
I think 1 would be the worst.
Yeah. So that would go number 2.
Yeah, number 1 would be worst, I think.
Yes.
Next time we'll have to clarify. Are you glitched?
No, I'm here. I'm
Oh,
just reading
you did
these.
look pretty glitchy.
Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry. You find you find a toenail clipping in your shared popcorn bowl halfway through the movie.
Oh.
In my what?
Popcorn
In your
bowl.
popcorn bowl.
Fuck. Did you say toenail or
Yeah.
fingernail?
Toenail.
God damn it. Do I eat it? The real question is, do I eat it still?
No, it's half. Your popcorn bowl is half eaten.
Yeah, but do I eat the toenail still?
Why would you eat the toenail?
You have to eat the toenail.
No one said I have to eat it. I'm asking, do I eat it still?
Why would you eat it?
Do
You're
I
gross.
continue eating it? Because
No,
at
that's
this
not-
point, I probably already have eaten some toenails.
So why would
So just say fuck it and just keep going.
you're gross? Answer the question.
I'm trying to fully understand.
The question would be, do I continue eating the popcorn? Not do I eat the toenail?
If I continue eating the popcorn,
Yeah.
the toenail's in the popcorn.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna eat the toenail.
He's eating the toenail.
I'm gonna eat the toenail. That's gonna go number 4.
You already said number 4.
No, I didn't.
You did.
I put 1, 3, and I put 3 and 5. No,
No, you said
4 and 5. 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's gonna go number 5 because I don't think that's that gross. It's a little gross, but not that gross. No shame, guys, please. What is that one thing? We listen and don't judge.
I'm judging you.
Don't.
I am. Okay, wait.
So I have 4.
You
3, 4,
open
5?
your friend's fridge and find a jar labeled teeth juice, and it's warm.
What juice?
What?
Teeth juice.
Teeth? Is it plaque?
What is teeth juice?
Saliva.
I don't know about that. And it's still warm. What do I do? Am I supposed to drink it?
What if you think it's like pickle juice?
I don't think it's like it's like slightly thick.
like when you
Like
soak
glycerin
okra.
water?
Yes, like glycerin water. Huh?
When you soak okra in water and it's all
Oh
gooey.
gosh, no, like nopales.
Oh,
Yeah.
nopales.
Oh my. Wait, what's the question? What do I do?
What do you rank that?
Oh, what do
Just
I
rank
rank it?
it.
That would.
You're just ranking scenarios.
Ugh. And it's still warm. That's for sure number 2. No, yeah,
Oh God. Watch number 1 be like something stupid.
something so tame, huh?
Hold on. I'm reading. It's giving me a lot of options, and I'm trying to read through these to find the worst one.
Are you asking ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Hmm.
A woman offers you homemade.
What?
A woman offers you homemade.
A woman offers you homemade.
Hold on. Give her a second. She's retarded.
That's so gross. A woman offers
You snorted right in the mic.
A woman offers you a homemade sourdough starter.
That's actually gross.
Sourdough starter?
It reveals it's cultured from her own body.
That's, what's so funny about that? Just last night we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Just last night at dinner we were talking about
At
that.
dinner.
Have you seen that video of that girl who does that
Yes.
shit?
Yes. She
It's
bakes bread
freaking
with her discharge or some shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is definitely obscure and spooky. And that would I eat it though? I would try it.
Ew.
The bread.
Give yourself a
Not
yeast
the
infection. Just chase it after your toenail.
I would have to. Like I would be compelled to.
Dip it.
Dip what?
The toenail into the.
You're disgusting.
No,
You're disgusting. I would
no,
try it.
I would try the bread that would be used. That would be
Fucking gross.
that would be made with the stuff. I would try it. You kind of have to.
Why?
you're sick.
Because like it's not every day you come across that.
You're sick.
How is that sick?
Are you serious?
It's literally some discharge from somebody's body that their body didn't want. You're like,
didn't want it? Get the fuck out of here.
That's fucking nasty.
You wouldn't try it? You wouldn't try it?
No.
Don't lie. What if it was your own?
no.
Why would I do that? I would be mentally stupid for me to.
You are.
No.
You are.
No, but for me to put my whatever in a starter, a sourdough starter, that's fucking nasty.
Sourdough's very healthy for you. So,
And then I feed it to you guys. It's nasty.
That's some psychopath shit right there.
That's witchcraft. Some love spell shit.
Yeah.
Or
That's
hate.
fucking nasty. Why would I do that to you? Or
That's
anyone.
clearly number 6.
Making up your own numbers now.
We're not doing 10?
Oh, I
No,
don't
it
know.
was
I'm just
5.
kidding.
I think that was it.
That's funny.
So that was not.
Well, I mean-
that was your number 5 then, because you were gonna try it.
I would try it, but I would also eat the
That was
toenail.
fucking weird.
I would also eat the toenail.
I would eat a toenail over eating someone's discharge.
I'm not saying
Even if
even-
it's in a bread. I don't.
You
But the
wouldn't.
Huh?
You wouldn't be like, whose toenail is this? You would just be like, okay.
No, I would question it, but at that
You'd
point,
still eat it?
if I'm halfway through the bucket, I've
Are you
probably already
right
eaten
now?
one or two other ones,
But you would feel it in your mouth.
right? But I would probably think, oh, that's just a piece of the kernel. One that didn't pop all the way, like whatever. Of course, I'm just fucking lying. I would not.
You're sick.
Guys,
It's
just for
invasion.
the show.
No, is this
God.
happening right? Karisa, take out the bread. Just kidding.
The timer's going.
I would the bread. I would consider it over the toenail.
With homemade breast milk butter?
Breast milk.
That's fine. That's not something that your body's trying to get rid of.
Yeah, it is.
Well, not really.
Yeah, it is. Don't pump or feed the
Yeah,
kid
but
for
it's meant
a
to be
second or two,
eaten.
and it's
It's
like,
meant to be eaten. It's meant to be eaten.
So was the other thing.
Literally not that type. You're a fucking weirdo.
Wow.
You're making my nose run.
Wow. Your son's right there. Wow.
You don't know. He's busy.
Wow.
I was gonna say something else, but never mind.
Wow.
Good time, guys.
Yeah, we're still there. Comment sourdough bread.
Yeah.
Would you pick the bread or the toenail? Comment down below.
Do a poll. Which one would you pick? The bread, the vag bread,
Oh my god.
or the toe corn?
That's
The pop toe.
The what?
I said the pop toe.
Ew.
Pop nail? Pop toenail? I don't know. I got nothing. I don't know if you had a pig.
Teeth juice.
What juice? Teeth. That
Oh.
that grossed me out. Because I'm a real big texture person.
But you'll eat somebody's yeast?
If it's bread, you're making me seem really fucking gross right now. And I don't.
Well,
Scrape it on your bread or what?
That is atrocious. That you would say that.
oh,
right
like
now.
Marmite?
It's not Marmite.
Like,
It's Vegemite.
It's the same shit.
It's called
It is
Vegemite.
Vegemite. A Vegemite sandwich.
You remember?
Yeah.
You remember? But no, I'm talking about a bread that's baked with it as like the yeast, like as a, you know. I'm not talking about a jar of it and I spread it like fucking cream cheese on a
Wow.
bagel, delicious
Ugh.
Wow.
onion bagel.
Wow.
Are you reconsidering it now?
No.
What if
do
it
you
was
think
made?
it
What if the yeast made? What if that yeast?
This is
woman yeast-
gross.
What if
you
that?
guys.
What if that woman yeast made sourdough onion bagels?
No one is listening now. Everybody checked out 10 minutes
Yeah.
ago.
Like, you guys started talking about scary movies. All right, dwindling off. And now we're talking about yeast infections.
I still want to answer your question though. So what is it?
Whose question?
You had a question.
What if the vag
Oh gosh.
yeast was made into sourdough onion bagels?
Yeah.
Fucking
You think it's gonna taste like vag? It's not. It's gonna
You're gonna
taste like a
start
bagel.
fucking foaming at the mouth, or
Ew.
It's gonna
You're
taste
gonna
like
get
a
a yeast.
bagel.
You're gonna get a yeast infection in your mouth.
I don't think it works that way.
That girl got one.
In her
She was,
mouth?
she was highly.
Yeasty?
oh, glitch, bitch.
Glitch. B word.
You guys glitched
I-
too.
No, that was
No,
just
it was
you.
you.
Oh,
It's a sign.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
don't look. Why are you looking at me?
I wasn't looking at you
What were you looking at?
in the hallway.
Don't do that either.
Okay. Stare at the camera.
Yeah, stare at the camera or stare at the screen or don't look at the hallway like that. It scares me.
All right, guys. I'm gonna put a happy movie on.
What movie are you gonna watch?
Anything I can find. I Love Lucy. Something.
Oh,
What'd you say?
All right, be fine.
All right. You're fine.
I said anything I could find. I Love Lucy. I don't know.
See here.
You say I got the news here. Anyways,
Well, guys,
I'm delusional.
I feel like it's gonna close out right now, and if this gets cut out, if you're gonna cut, you should probably cut out the last 20 minutes of this podcast.
No,
Okay, don't. Thank you for having me on.
you're welcome.
I appreciate it. I was wondering when the invite was gonna come. I'm glad it came. I'll be on whenever you need or want. I don't have many stories left. You heard all my good stuff, I think. I hope not to
Maybe-
make more stories. I don't want any more.
Mm,
But again, thank you to Josie and Karisa. God, that was gay. But thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
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 Go ahead and sign you guys out. I don't know what you guys
All
do.
right.
Send your guys
Bye,
out.
guys.
Sign you guys out.
We'll see you in another time. What is it? What does he say in that movie? Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
I don't remember.
Don't know.
See you
How does that song go?
inside
I
of
don't
you.
know.
No.
Sing it on the outro or what?
Die.
Oh, yeah.
Die. Die.
Yeah.
I can't.
All right.
That's it.
All right, guys.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.